guys, welcome back to the iMaxit slash WeMaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider like, share, and subscribe. And if you're an avid fan of the channel, please do smash that like button and share it far and wide. We really and truly appreciate it. So today I'm here with two of my co-hosts. You have Jason and you have Mr. Canadian man himself, Jason will be representing Arsenal, and Canadian man himself will be representing Wolves. But at the end of the day, we're going to be chopping up the entire Premier League. But we want to make sure our friends them detail their teams first, and then we'll get into the tier listing from 1 to 20th, goals, assists, and everything. We're going to break down a lot of things. So thanks very much for being here, and hope all is well. So how are you doing, Jason?
Yes, big up JD, Africans, everybody in the chat. I'm doing very well, very excited. First in a while, I am so optimistic going into the season for my team. So really just ready to get the ball rolling. Tired of hearing all my friends talk about it's just preseason. So just ready for the kickoff tomorrow.
Okay. All right. So like I will start with you, Jason. Arsenal made some. But before we get into Arsenal, let me look at the table first, and then we can make Jason get into Arsenal. So this is the table from last season, guys. Last season, we're going to start with the 20th. The relegation spots were Norwich City, Watford, and Burnley. Those are the teams that went down. Who survived the dropped. Leeds, Everton, Southampton, Aston Villa. All right. Then you have Brentford came in first season and they did well. Ethan Pinnock and those guys did well to keep them in 13th spot. Crystal Palace, Newcastle finish off the lower third, and then Wolverhampton sit right on the Canadian border there of 10th. And then you have Brighton, Leicester, West Ham, right out there in the Europa Conference League playoff, as you can see here. Manchester United in the Europa League group stage, and then you have Arsenal right there with the Europa League group stage as well. Then you have Tottenham, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City finish in the Champions League spot. So you have a lot of teams that did well and a lot didn't. So based on that, Jason, how much you give Arsenal season?
Well, last year going into it, I knew that the squad had some deficiencies that we need to take care of. So with us being the youngest team in the league, I realistically thought we would struggle to get into the top 4. My goal was for us to get into the top 6. I figured that would be a decent enough season. I think context matters. So when you go back and you look at the season with 6 games to go, the position we were in and the games that we had to play, it was a disappointment for us not to finish above Tottenham. But again, if you look at it in its whole entirety, I would say it was a decent season, and I would probably rate it about a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. And Africans, Wolverhampton finished 10th. What would you rate them? And in the comment section, if you support any one of these teams, you just leave your ratings there, and we will get to the comment section right after. All right? Yes.
Yeah, I think Wolves we definitely started the season good. We definitely were getting results at the beginning, but we clearly faded. Players weren't back to form. You clearly saw us missing Neto. We missed Raul Jimenez at full form, and we're going to miss Raul again at the beginning of this season. So from where we started to where we ended up kind of where we normally do expect. But after the previous season of really tickling that top 7, top 6 a little bit, I think some of us thought maybe this is the year where we maybe can take that step. We weren't able to do so. So it was as expected. So like a 6 would be where I would put it. It was as expected, but we did have a little bit higher ambition, but we weren't able to hit that there.
Okay, a 6. Manchester City, I thought that they did well based on the fact that when they just started, a few individuals had injuries and stuff, and they pulled through there and got on the line, and then they had to get back these players and get them up to speed. And I thought that Pep Guardiola did a very good job. De Bruyne came back in, did a very good job. Last season was a season when Phil Foden broke out the proper way, so I have to give him a massive respect there. So he used everyone and everyone turned up on the time at the exact point which the team needed in order to get over the line. They did miss a little. I would say that they missed something up front to give them something different, like a target man to give them something different. We're going to get to that later in the show, but definitely they missed a target man to give them something different. So at certain point, they become even more predictable, even though they were fluid, but they were still predictable at the same time because people expect them not to stay static. So I thought that they gave them a little bit of problems, and that's why I think maybe in the Champions League and those things, they actually faded out worse stuff than what I first believed that they would have actually done in the end. But a win and a trophy at the end of the day, I would give it the season at 8.5 out of 10, based on the fact that City set such high standards, and they could have even done much more. But that's not based off just the Premier League, moreover on the other trophies as well. So I would give their season overall at 8.5, in my opinion, still. All right. So before we move on to Arsenal, which we're going to bring up here, we have Sheridan checking in. Big up, big up. Thanks for being here, bossy. Then you have Lennon. Thanks for being here. How are you doing? I ate Norwich. All right. I support Ipswich as well. Okay. Nice. All right. That's great. That's great. That's Champions League trophy. OJ. All right. Oh my God, it's going to start early. The band just starts instant. All right. So so the Arsenal transfer window this season. How do you rate it, and what would you add to it, Jason?
Well, right now I am pretty pleased. I think with Arsenal in the past, we have been trying to basically fill the squad with more quality, even if it's depth. And I think you could see that there was a shift in focus this year to try to get the starting 11 better. So with the addition of Jesus, I think he adds an aspect that we haven't really had under Arteta yet. Aubameyang is more of a poaching forward. Lacazette and Jesus have similar skill sets, but I think everyone can agree that Jesus is just about 2 or 3 levels above. So he will just add more to it. I think the addition of Zinchenko is going to be key, because if you ask Pep Guardiola, well, actually not Pep Guardiola, but I read somewhere recently that some years back, people were asked in the club who is the most technical player in the team. And to a man, everybody had 2 names. One was David Silva, and the other name was Alexander Zinchenko. So I think people in both of these players are going to understand and realize that in Arsenal's team, where they're going to be relied upon much more heavily, you're going to see just how good both of these players are. I think the addition of Fabio Vieira, while it will take some time to bear the benefit of that, I think he definitely looks to be a very impressive player. His chance creation is like top in Europe per 90 minutes. So I think that when you look at Arsenal's season last year, there were times when we struggled to create a lot of chances. And I think the addition of those 3 players will all help with that this season. Another player who I have to bring up, not a new addition, but in a way is, because he's coming back from loan, is William Saliba. I think, everyone in the world pretty much knows, if you're talking about a defender under the age of 23, he's one of the 3 names that comes up every time. So I think that his addition is going to be great for us. I think at times last year, if either Gabriel or Ben White was injured or suspended, you saw that the level of the defense dropped pretty much a lot. So the addition of him will just help with depth. And since we're in the Europa League this year, I think we needed some back there. But at least now, when one of them are out, we're not dropping any quality. Matt Turner came in from the MLS. So, anybody watching from CONCACAF, we are showing some love to the USA number 1. I do believe that he should be the USA number 1. Some people do believe that Stephen might be a little better, but I don't think Stephen has shown me enough. And anytime they have given Turner a chance, he's done very well for USA. So I think it's his job to lose going into the World Cup. And he should get chances, because Arteta does like to play his backup goalie in the Europa League. So we'll get to see him playing against some good competition. And then one for the future that we picked up was Marquinhos. A lot of people consider him to be very similar to when we got Gabriel Martinelli, maybe a little under the radar, and some consider him to be a little further along than Martinelli was when we got him. So, this year I don't expect to see much, but who knows? If we get some injuries here and there, I like that we have someone like him that we can give a chance. So in the end, I think the additions were great. Of course, you have to talk about who has gone as well. So we did move around the goalkeeper situation. We moved out Bern Leno. Actually, was official today. Saw him with his jersey. I'm kind of sad in the fee that we got for him, but
Yeah.
I think he's definitely worth at least double that, I would think. But at the end of the day, Arsenal, it seems right now, their strategy is not so much about net spend. We are just trying to improve the team and make it balanced. So obviously, it would make no sense to have Leno, Turner, and Ramsdale in the squad. So we just had to move him out. We got some money, so great. We did send Nuno Tavares out on loan, which made perfect sense because he probably was going to struggle to get games with Tierney and Zinchenko on the left side. And I do think there's a potentially good player in there if he gets some time and some minutes. Hopefully he can progress as Saliba did in France. Lacazette contract was up, so it was time for him to go. We thank him for his services. I was very high on him when we first got him, but of course, I think he just never really hit that heights. It could have been a lot of things, the squad changing managers, a lot of things, but for whatever reason, it wasn't the best for him. And yes, definitely moved out some other defenders as well, because I think we're pretty stacked back there. Another one that I should also bring up is Guendouzi. Him going back to Marseille. A lot of people around the world are also scratching their heads about the fee. I think with him, it has less to do about his actual play, and more to do with his, issues with the back room. I don't know if anybody has watched, but I've watched the first 3 episodes of this All or Nothing special. And one thing that it's showing is that Arteta really is trying to get the chemistry of the team better. And it's making a lot of sense now why maybe they didn't take a chance with Aubameyang and just let him cut ties with him. Maybe he didn't fit into the movement that we're trying to build. So I think this year you'll see a much more cohesive unit. And I think for the first time, Arteta will be able to play the brand of football he really wants to play with the players that he has gotten in. So I'm excited. I think we are maybe still a little bit short to catch the 2 up top, but I wouldn't be surprised if we aren't the best of the rest.
Omza says for Arsenal they have Jesus and Eddie, both similar type of players. Don't you think Arsenal need a different type of striker? So what say you on the striker side?
That's a good question, Omzo. To be totally honest with you, I really and truly believe that Arteta does not want a static forward. I think it's a part of the reason why it always seemed to be a bit of a culture clash with Aubameyang and himself. He wants his forward to be involved in all aspects of the play, meaning build up, running into the channels wide. So I think he doesn't mind having 2 of the same type of player because, in essence, he wants them to do the same things on the field. Now, you make a good point in that certain games might call for certain things. And if that's the case, maybe we are a little light, but I worry to find where that player would come from, because it would be hard to get another striker in now and have him believe in not really playing much or playing when we need it for the last 10 minutes. So I think for the squad balance, I wouldn't change it any more than it's already changed. And I think he still does believe that he has players in the team that he could play in that forward position, being Emile Smith-Rowe as a false 9 or Fabio Vieira as a false 9 or even Martinelli through the front. So I think that third option is going to come from another one of the attackers, maybe not necessarily a quote-unquote center forward.
Okay. All right. So before we move on, let me just go through the rest of the comment. Dre, anyway, bless up. Thanks for being here. Then we have DG. DG, you need to join this show, all right? And guys, this show will be 2 times a week show. On Thursdays, we're going to be doing the preview. We're going to start with the Premier League. And if it gets bigger and bigger, we will actually branch out to Netherlands, Italy, Spain, and stuff. The more people join the panel, we will do more research, and the more support it gets, Yes. So as soon as I come in, please do hit the like button, even if you're not staying, and share it around. You never may know, because this might become the flagship program. Believe me, and I think it will. But let me just start. Yeah. All right. So thanks very much, DG. Hope you are okay. Yeah. All right. Ishmael, just like always, Arsenal are going nowhere. Chelsea, all right. So people in their feelings already. Crystal Palace 2 versus Arsenal tomorrow. Take your time, no man. The show just starts, man. You guys just coming in. All right. Let me just introduce Africans. So Africans, because the show is going off. So Wolves.
Mediocrity.
Man,
So Wolves African.
hey boy,
Yeah,
that's
let,
not easy. We don't read score prediction yet. Take your time, man.
Hold on, Jason. Hold on. Let Africans come in. We have to keep it organized. So as soon as we go with the tier list, then we can just let it out. All right. So
um,
Africans.
what did we do? We moved we made a He Chan Huang move low in a permanent buy, and we brought in Nathan Collins. That's about some of the only things that we did. We let a lot of players go, which really is a little bit worrisome. I think from
Yeah.
the style, looking at new manager coming in, he maybe is trying to figure out what he wants to do with these players. It is a little bit concerning seeing how Raul Jimenez is set to miss the beginning of the season, meaning your only other center forward is Juan. And how Jimenez plays, he's probably one of the few complete nines in the world, who can hold up, can be a target man, can move also with movement and creates. He's more of that nine who can be that 10 for what you need. So if you play so much through him, that's playing a lot on the players who are still there now. Thankfully, Pedro Neto is back and he can take some of that burden for the time being, but it still leaves a lot of questions. You'll see in terms of where I place them in my 1 to 20. I'm not as optimistic with Wolves this season. I think they probably flirt with relegation more than most Wolves fans may want to admit. I think it'll be interesting. Maybe the manager is able to get us playing in the right way to start off the season, but the squad depth is always going to be a concern with Wolves, especially if they're going to try to play that defensively and only really rely on countering, as well as either Neto and Jimenez to be their creators as well as their finishers. So I'm a little bit concerned with how this is going to go. I mean, you see the players that we've lost from Vinagre to Roman Saez to Hover to Marcel. There's just a lot that we've lost and not enough that we've brought back in. I mean, we did bring back Morgan Gibbs White off of his loan out to Sheffield, I think it was. So him in that midfield attack should be an interesting. I'm curious to see how much the coach gives him in terms of playing time and opportunity, as well as just if he be another creative midfielder to lessen some of that burden. But I'm a little bit concerned with where this is. I would not be surprised if this team finished anywhere from 15th to 17th in the table because I don't have faith in terms of the squad that is here. But the one encouraging thing is because the World Cup is coming, a lot of players are going to try to start off and be in the best of form to try to get those last few positions for their national teams. So, I mean, Neto will be making the Portuguese team, in my opinion, but other players down on here who could maybe crack a roster here or there, I am curious to see how they play. And that's where I think Hee-Chan has a lot to play for. To be able to play alongside of Son for the Korean team. But I think if he's able to start off at least decently, keep him afloat until Jimenez comes back, you have Jimenez who's trying to get into best form for Mexico in the World Cup as well. So I think a lot, again, before, the Wolves season rides on Jimenez, Neto, and yeah, tell me something that isn't you. But yeah, a little bit nervous with how the roster's set up, but yeah.
All right, all right. So that's Africans. So Umza said, okay. And what about Arteta? If he don't get top four, he needs to
I think
be
he said
asked,
sacked.
right? Or sack. I think he meant sack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You can answer that one, Bossy.
Yeah,
What if he?
well, I think it's gonna be contextual again because if it's a similar situation to last year where they're 1 point out and they just barely don't get it, I don't think we should sack him per se. But look, with the improvements we've made, I think top four should be the aim. this season. I think it would be disappointing if they don't get it. But I think just to say that if he doesn't make it to sack him is a bit too quick. I would have to see how it didn't happen. If we're in 8th, 7th, way out of top 4, then yes, I think he could be in line to get sacked.
But I think people can't just jump to judgment like that, because remember, context matters. What if Tottenham, because Tottenham have added a load of players, so that in itself that naturally brings Tottenham to a different level. So if all of the other teams that actually went above you and added good enough pieces, and then no, you come 5th. I don't think that's a reasonable statement to say he should be sacked, because it's a tougher challenge.
Yeah, that's why I think it's too cut and dry to say if he doesn't come in the top 4, he's fired. I think you have to look at how they didn't come in the top 4 if he doesn't. If it's a situation where Chelsea and Tottenham come 3rd and 4th or vice versa, and Arsenal is 5th, then is that really the worst situation in the world? I mean, we could argue, if we argued long enough, that one of those 3 teams are the better team. I think there's not much between those 3 teams. So, if we come 5th out and those are the 2 that come above us, then I don't think that's a sackable. I don't think that's a reason to be sacked. If it's a situation where we come 5th and some teams that perhaps shouldn't be above us, whoever they might be, I don't know, a West Ham or someone else makes a big jump, a Newcastle just plays out of their minds and comes in the top 4, then
we're not going to style Newcastle so much. Do you know what? We'll
get to them. We'll get to them. They have all the money in the world, but for some reason they're not buying all the players in the world yet. They're not really buying up everybody.
They're trying, man. They're trying, but it's hard for people to get players. Believe me. But let me run through the comments just to get the comments out of the way, because we have the next segment that everyone wants. All right, yes. So Richard Stewart, thanks for being here. Chelsea all the way from Dr. GG. Then we have Blake Hilton. Big up Blake Hilton. And for all the personnel, Blake Hilton and co. That had their membership, you can re-up your membership, because YouTube have set everything back on this channel, so that is very good. All right, yes, man. And thanks yet again to YouTube, so we keep on doing our job. Yes. All right. So bless up, Bossy. I thought we only talking about top clubs. No, we're talking about every team. It's the Premier League, not the top 4 league. That makes no logical sense.
I am comfortable being top 10. Okay. I'm fine with that. Middle of the table. That's fine.
All right. So the banter starts. The top 4 should never be the aim. Top 4 should be something we fall back on. But with this coach, top 4 must be the aim. Oh my God, that is kind of tough, man.
So one is an Arsenal supporter.
Yes, man, you have a lot. Believe me, now you're gonna know all the supporters. Now you're gonna learn who the supporters are. Of course, he should be sacked. How much has the clown spent? But look, Unun, you can't be like that, Unun, because if you're going to say how much did he spend, how much Tottenham spent, how much Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, and more likely Arsenal will finish above Manchester United. So how would you work that in? You get me? And then Ten Hag might not be sacked. So how are you going to look at that? Because you have some tough sides in it, guys, to choose. And then we have a super chat. Massive respect, lad, for a reason. Thanks for being here. City to win the league. Liverpool to lose, but once. Lose out once again. Jesus Christ. All right. So I'm very sorry. Let me just put up the next screen, because this is getting too feisty. Yeah, massive respect, lad, for a reason. Thanks yet again, brother. All right. So this is the tier, guys. What we're gonna do, we're going to talk about the 20 teams that's in the league right now, and based on our assessment, we're going to kind of vote to put some teams in the placements. All right. So Africans will talk why he's gonna put a team certain place. Jason the same, me the same, but we're gonna still make the fans get involved. Okay. And who votes the most for that position, we have to just put it there. You get me?
So it's not one person making the call. It's a collective.
No. I think we want to make sure everyone.
I can't just relegate Man City just for the sake of it. So
no. I think that's not gonna be realistic. All right. So let me just start here. The top teams are all the teams that's in the competition at this point. It's We have Arsenal, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Everton, Fulham, Leeds United, Leicester City, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Newcastle, the new Money Castle, Nottingham Forest, Southampton, Tottenham, West Ham, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. All right. So what we're going to do now? Let me start with 20th. Who we think will be 20th. So every time we call we'll call a number, you guys just drop the team that you think will be 20th, so we can check it up right there. And we're gonna let Jason start first, and then Africans after.
All right, 20th. Looking at my table that I came up with today, I will have to say, due to not enough additions, Nottingham Forest will be headed right back down.
Okay. So let's begin this
that was
banter
fast.
then.
That was fast. All right. So
they're one of the biggest, most historic clubs in England, but I think they will be back in the championship after one season.
After one season, Nottingham Forest, Jason gave. Africans, what say you on the 20th position?
I have my 20th position is Bournemouth. I don't think they are set up to succeed. I think, speaking of Nottingham, I think even adding a player, yes, as Lingard showed that there are tiers not only in top teams, but there are tiers in terms of talent in the Premier League. When he went to West Ham, he was a good player. Now, granted, he was younger there as well. But I think even him with this squad, playing to get more against these teams at the bottom, I think he can do enough to keep them out of relegation. I have them finishing bottom half, actually, and someone else being relegated. Ironically not, but I think my 20th is Bournemouth for me.
Yeah, just to clarify, I have Bournemouth 19th. So I mean, I think they're both gonna go down.
You have to remember that people will be watching this, because we're running for the prediction king race, All right, so we have DG said Fulham relegation. So you have to put your number, You have to put the number. We'll just work with the order, guys. All right. So for me, I went with Bournemouth as well. I went with Bournemouth for 20th. Yes, so I went with Bournemouth for 20th. I do believe that most of the promoted teams will struggle this time around, and you're gonna just have one out of the pack that might just survive the drop, in my opinion, still. So I went with Bournemouth there. Fulham relegation, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Nottingham relegation. So you're not giving anybody a chance. Arsenal to miss out. Pan CL. All right, West Ham 7th. All right, so people just put in all over the all right. Bournemouth, Fulham need. And Leeds getting relegated. So you're not giving it the number. 20th Fulham. All right. Fulham people went for 20th. Leeds 20th. Oh my God. All right. All right. So Bournemouth, we get one Bournemouth from
yeah, I think both of you said Bournemouth and I said Forest.
Yeah.
All right. So I think Bournemouth, because we got one from DG here. DG and
pretty much everybody said Bournemouth relegated, so I guess we should put them
at
the bottom.
Yeah, because Bournemouth, like you said, you have them in the same tier too.
Their name has come up every time.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yes, can drag them in? Nice, man.
Yes, so Bournemouth will be the 20th team. All right, so we're trying to get it up there, guys. All right, so number 19th. Number 19 for you, Jason.
By default, it would be Forest, because I had Bournemouth 19th, Forest 20th, but I'll go ahead and put Forest 19th.
Okay, all right. You seem to have something against Forest, All right,
no,
African.
What say you? I just, it's my analysis when I look at the team.
I have no problem. I
struggle to see where they're going to get the points.
All right, no problem.
Because remember, that Lingard reference is a good reference in terms of what he did at West Ham, but we have to also consider the team that he had with him at West Ham compared to the team he'll be playing with for Forest. So those pockets he was picking up the ball in might not be as frequent when he's playing for Forest. And another thing is Jesse Lingard 2022 capable of what he did 2 years ago? We don't know.
That is true, but in that same breath, I feel I've seen it happen already with him. So I feel it's more likely for me to see that happen than it is to see Fulham do anything. But to, like someone in the comments says, yo-yo up and then yo-yo back down. I have Fulham at 19th.
Okay. All right. So, so guys, vote who you think will 19th position will be 19th position. Let me know. So we saw Jamaica and Guna in the chat. Big up, big up. Arsenal. All right. Forest is staying up. All right. They are bigger than Man City. All right. Let me avoid that. All right. All right. For me, I think 19th. Even though Fulham has good pieces, I truly believe that I'm going with Fulham for 19th. Yes, Fulham, I'm going for 19th. I think Fulham will struggle yet again, like always. They seem to always come up and go straight down. So Fulham for 19th for me, yes. So, and a lot for reasons said Fulham 19th as well. Yes, I think Fulham will be struggling, and they will be going back down.
All right.
Obviously,
Well, mark it down that I think Fulham stays up.
all right. Yes. So, Jason says Fulham stays up. All right. Yes. We don't have the market down because it's gonna be in the video. All right. Fulham for 19th. All right. So 18th position, the relegation closer. Who will get out of that relegation little oddle there? Let me see. I know who I have, you know.
JD, why don't you start? Because I know who I have too.
Yeah, mine is going to surprise everyone, I believe.
So we're shocking everyone. Okay.
Yes. On this next one, I think I'll shock some people.
I don't know. I don't understand this. I think we have a fault here.
Why?
We still Burnley got relegated, but we're still seeing them here.
Oh, it didn't put up. See, the one whom you want to relegate is not there. Nottingham Forest.
Okay, so guys, we are gonna have Burnley for Nottingham Forest. All right, we just have a slight little error, so we're gonna use Burnley for Nottingham Forest. All right, so let you just continue. Yes, so continue. Because for me, no. They have made a load of errors, man. They have made a load of errors because I'm just
Cardiff City.
Watford in it. So I don't know. It look like they used the older one. All right. So because we have this, we have to just work with what we have here. So Cardiff City not here. What is it?
Yeah. So Cardiff, we need to replace Cardiff, Watford, and Burnley with teams that are actually there.
So what? Those are the only two that we missed out, right? No, that's Cardiff is there.
See, Cardiff City here. They shouldn't be there. They should not be there.
Cardiff City, they should be out.
Yeah, so Cardiff and Burnley should be out.
Cardiff and Burnley should be out. All right, so we're gonna use them in place of something.
Yeah,
all right, so we wanted to be out. We wanted to be in. We just use it in place of that team, yeah, because it's already started.
Correct. So who's your third relegated team, JD?
I'm saying that Everton survives, you know, because people are always out here picking on Everton. Damn. I think Everton survives.
Well, me must name people then, because Everton is my 18th place.
Everton, oh my days. This one is tough.
I think they're
very, very tough. But I think I'm going to go with Crystal Palace.
Oh, no way.
I think Crystal Palace will actually go down this season. Yes, I'm going with Crystal Palace. Let me put Crystal Palace here. Yes. I think they're going to have a bad start and they're going to struggle to recover. Crystal Palace, I'm going with. I think Nottingham Forest will do better than Crystal Palace this time. Yes.
Wow. I will take that.
That is a strong one, you know. Remember, that's a strong one. I'm going Crystal Palace 18. Yes, Crystal Palace 18.
I don't think. Wow.
Palace is my surprise team. Palace is my surprise team this season in terms of moving up far from where they were. But we'll get there.
Yes, that's my no. Oh, okay. No, I don't need.
How we just go with yours? I don't understand.
No, no, that's what I'm saying. I took it out back. I took it out. And
Me say
yes,
Everton.
Everton. So you're just run. Okay, Everton. Can you explain why you just want to beat
I
up on
will.
Everton? So
I will
how can
explain.
Crystal Palace not should stay up, but Everton will be relegated?
Look at the managers. Look at the managers. One manager has a clear plan and a clear way he wants to play. The other one, I don't. What? How does he want to play? Can you tell me? Can anyone in the chat tell me what Frank Lampard's strategy is in a football match? I'll wait.
Win anyway.
He struggles to do that. So,
True.
look, Frank Lampard is a legendary player. I have not seen enough evidence of him being able to get a team to play as one on a football field. His team always look disjointed. Um, you know, look, they survived relegation mainly due to just I think the fan base willed them to stay up last year. They didn't really play any games where they played well. They got results somehow and they got enough results. But I think their luck runs out this year, man. Unless they make an early change, which I don't think they will, I think they're going to be very close to that battle. And I see them going down in the end.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do then? All right. So no,
as you're doing that,
what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch out this to the actual full list. All right.
Oh, you found one with the right ones.
The full entire list. All right. So we will just So we're going to put the full list here.
1 to 20, yeah. Okay.
Yes. So we had here at the bottom we had Fulham. No, man. We had what? We had Bournemouth, right?
Yeah, we had Bournemouth and then Fulham. Yeah.
Yes, Bournemouth and then Fulham. And then we have Fulham here, and then the 18th position.
What the chat saying?
Yes, I'm going to try and go to the chat right now. All right, they said I should send the membership link. Let me try and get this here to send it to you guys. The membership link. Where is the membership link? 1 second.
I like that comment. I like that comment, Sheridan. Lampard is another topper. Good baller, clueless coach.
All right.
I don't know if they appreciate being the same. One would like that category more than the other. I'll just say that.
For real.
All right, guys. So make sure to smash the like button as you come in, guys. Share and subscribe. I'm trying to get a membership link for one of the subscribers. So for persons that want to re-up their membership, you can just do so. Let me just get it right here. Don't know why it's copying the entire thing.
Yes, guys. Thump up the like button.
Yes, man. Yep. All right. So that is for the membership, guys. That is for the membership. All right, so Fulham not getting relegated. All right, Bobby Reed not getting relegated. All right, okay, no problem, bro. You have to be realistic. Arsenal right now need to get top 4 and maybe in 2 years win the title. Yes, he spent much, but he had to change the whole squad. Now he gets no excuse not to make it. To win in 2 years, Arsenal should be winning the title. JD, a madman. No way Crystal Palace get relegated. All right, no problem. Palace give Arsenal 4 tomorrow. But that's the first game.
Play Kilton, your bad mind. Just bad mind. Quick.
That's the first game. Anyone can win the first game and still lose it. You have how much more games to go? Leeds closer to relegation than Palace. Okay, then we have Chris Smith. Big up, big up. Thanks for being here. Then we have Brian Burke said driving. So listening only. All right, massive respect, Brian. You think Zaha and Low allow him team to get okay. What you think one person can stop his team from getting relegated? All right, Lampard.
Zaha play against him team tomorrow. Zaha is an Arsenal fan, you know.
All right, so Lampard is another topper. All right, Man City spent over 600 million before that. Pep got the squad he wanted to build, and so does Klopp. That's why I'm saying no, he got the squad he wanted. No, it's time to judge him. Okay. Leeds 18th. All right. So you said who you had for your 18th spot? You're still stuck in with Nottingham Forest. You're trying every time to force Nottingham Forest in the team.
Yeah,
Out
well,
of the
see,
team.
I had Forest last, but I think Everton is 18th on my list. I think Everton will get
Everton,
relegated.
okay.
Yes.
All right. And Africans, who you went for again?
You know, I'm gonna say Everton as well. Probably they've lost players as well. We had a Richarlison who wasn't maybe in his best form, but losing him as a player who can create something for you is something that has to be looked at in terms of what this squad can do. I see them getting relegated. Yes.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
so Everton and Everton. Dr. Gigi said Leeds. Guys, we need like 5 or 10 more comments so we can decide then. Because obviously, I said Crystal Palace, so we have two Evertons here. So and we have one lead so far. So we need 10 comments, guys. So if you're inside, just let me know who you think will get relegated. 3 or 4 comments, not 10, 3 or 4, and we can decide from that point. All right. Yes, and then we can go up into the 17th position and stuff. All right, so we are not getting the people them to comment instant. All right, so we're gonna catch
um,
Everton there.
see our
Okay.
next Everton there.
All right, so not Palace.
Yeah.
Okay, not Palace. You could have just given me a name. Everton going down. All right, so 3 for Everton so far. So people, all right. Everton they lost Richarlison and now DCL is injured. Okay, so you're saying Everton. So Everton for everyone in the 18th spot. All
And
right.
my outside the box pick was not so far outside. It was really Palace was the outside the box
Yes.
pick.
Yes, it was Palace. Don't worry yourself. I'm not a prediction king for any reason. All right. I don't say what everybody says. So you see, when I get it right, I'm gonna come look for Jason. All
Hey, it's
right.
all 2 time a day, one broke clock right to so I feel no
All
more.
right. All right. All right. Well, I can tell you that clock. I am going to rave with that clock. Everton to get relegated, they're not signing any players to improve the squad. All right. Everton are in serious trouble. I think they are going down like a bowcat. Oh my God, this brother.
Yo, why if I comment
Oh,
there one why?
Leeds. Dean Fraser says Leeds. Damian Levy says Everton. So, so yeah. All right. All right, we get it. All right, we're gonna go with Everton. Everton,
Some
Everton
very
going down. All right, Everton.
some very graphic comments today, man.
Yes. So Everton going down. All right, let we go. Let we go with 17th position now. 17th position.
All right.
Yes, Jason, because
Go on, Jay.
I think Nottingham Forest will come 17th.
Okay.
That's where I have
Yes.
them as well.
Well, just to keep my list that I had going, I had Leeds in 17th. Just
Leeds in
escaping
Leeds.
again.
Leeds. All right. Nottingham Forest. Um, 17. So we get one from the chat said Nottingham Forest. So we have 3 so far. For 17th spot, guys, give me who you think will come 17th. All right. So we have one Nottingham Forest here. We're still
Thumbs up.
waiting on a few more. Brentford 17. So we have one Brentford here. All
They are low
right.
key a team I think will underperform this year. I almost
You,
put
you,
them in relegation, but I
yeah.
hesitated at the last minute. Yes. I think
Another
losing Ericsson hurts more than they realize.
All right, so that means you're gonna go with Nottingham Forest here in 17th. All right, so we can move up to 16th, so we can get the show up and running because we're already almost a hour in. Yeah, oh my God, yes. So 17th position. You look like Jason trying to fight hard to get. Okay, Jason, the vote
the
one
only
vote just went away. You just got Everton. You just got Everton.
the only thing different so far on mine is I have Fulham and Nottingham. I have Fulham safe and Nottingham Forest relegated. That's the only
All
difference
right.
so far.
All right, all right. So we have here. Let me write it down. We had Everton here. Everton. Not Forest. All right. All right. So Leeds lost Calvin Phillips and Rafinha. Though they'll be higher than 17th. Okay. All right. Nice. Nice. Crystal Palace 17th from Jamaican Guna. Dean Fraser said Brentford 17th. Well, we got more Nottingham Forest 17th. So we have to go with that one. We want 10 comments per teams. All right. So just make sure as we say that one, you just give it very fast so we can calculate it. All right. Yes, because we have limited time. Fulham is never safe, bro. They just go up and down. That's what I've said. That's why I put them in the relegation. Yes. So for your 16th position, Jason.
All right, 16th, I will say Leeds.
Leeds. All right. All right. I think a lot of people would agree with you there. Yes.
Yeah.
Jamaica, Africans. What say you?
And they'll be
Le-
relegation tested all the way to the end, just like last year.
Agreed. Leeds as well, but as I said in my team prediction, I think this is where you start to see Wolves creep in. I have Wolves in this range of teams because I don't have faith in their team right now this year.
Okay, so I went for Leeds as well, in the 16th position. Yes, I went for Leeds in the 16th position. So, guys, give your 16th position. So, we had three on the panel. All personals believe that Leeds can't come higher than 16th. So, I think Leeds will be there. Richard Stewart says, JD, you need to do a prediction score for the games. Yes, we will do it at the back end of the video. We had said it at first, so we're going to do it, yeah? Brentford, Leeds, Everton, Wolves, and the three teams that came up have a good chance of going down, in my opinion. 16th, and Southampton David says, all right, Leeds is a good bet to be
Mhm.
16. Them got eng and and by a thread. All right, so Leeds in the 16th spot. All
Yes.
right, Leeds. Where is the Mr. Leedsy Leedsy? Am I passing Leeds? Oh yeah, Leeds. All right, so
Resting safe.
Leeds in it. So the big position of 15th now, guys. 15th. We are trying to chop up now. So 15th, Jason. Guys, it's
Southampton.
getting to Southampton. All right. Southampton. What say you, Africans? Because I am going
This
for
is where
your
I had
team now.
Wolves.
Okay.
That's where I had Wolves.
Yes, I have Wolves as well in 15th position. Omzo says Brighton in 15th. Leeds, or you put Leeds, but Leeds just took up the 16th spot, so we can't put Leeds again. All right, so we have to just go with who we have
I
in
think
it.
I
All
think he
right.
was commenting for the 16th, I don't think he
Okay.
quite
Okay.
reached
Okay. All
down.
right.
Yeah.
Brentford. Jamaican Guna says Brentford 15th. All right. We have what? We have Wolverhampton 15th,
Mhm.
and Jason had who again?
Southampton.
Southampton. All right. So and then we have Brighton and we have Brentford. So we don't get any tiebreaker. We still need like 4 or 5 more comments. Yes, I thought this would have been easier for us to follow up. All right. Damn. All right, guys, give it 3 or 4 more comments and then we can finish it up. All right. So Wolves. All right. So we don't get any. So we're gonna just go with Wolves then, because 2-1. Yes. So Wolves. All right. 14th. No, we're gonna move on to 14th. Let me see if we can actually get online with Jason, even though we got leads. So with Jason, all right. So 14th, no, Jason. No, you're muted. You're muted, Jason. You're muted.
You guys kind of took Wolves there, and I had those two teams next to each other. So I'll say Southampton here then.
Southampton. All right. Africans, who you going with for the 14th spot?
I wanted to put Brentford there because I think that's where I think they toy with relegation a bit and then they pop up and get to middle of the table there. So I wanted to put Brentford at that 14th spot.
I want to think that Southampton will do better. Brentford will do better than Southampton. I think they're going to improve this season because most of their players keep on moving from strength to strength. So I think
Mhm.
Brentford will Southampton will drop lower. So I will go with Jason on this one to say Southampton. I had to. had to be Brentford. Brentford is too high. Oh. You think that their players are not going to improve? Think their players will improve, man?
I like Brentford's manager as well. I think they understand how to play under him, and they
Mm-hmm.
will. I think them having a year in the league, they'll be right around where they were, safe enough to where they're not worried at the end, and they won't be threatening Europe or anything. But I think they'll be fine. They'll be comfortable.
Yeah.
So Wolves, Brentford. All right. So Brentford. All right. So Brentford, they want to go with yours. All right. So no problem. We'll put Brentford here.
They need to be able to create more than just penalties. So if they get anything open play, I'll have more faith in them. But last year, it was like everything was just set pieces. So they need some more open play production, in my opinion.
All right. So Brentford here. Brentford. All right. So 13th. Then, if Brentford got 14th, 13th, you're going for Southampton then.
Yes, I mean I try to
Yeah.
put them
I'm.
from
I,
15,
I'm.
from 16.
I will have to go with Southampton as well because guys, look at the teams. Look at the teams. Southampton has to go in this point. Michael Hall says Southampton. All right, so we have 4 Southampton here. 3 on the panel, 1 out there. So we're gonna wait until 4 more comments come in. Yes, but I think next 4, one out of the next 4 will say
Boy,
Southampton.
if we are go so back and forth for this part of the table, what a thing when we reach up at top now.
Well, let's see. Let's see then. So Southampton. So look at that. Newcastle seems like Newcastle seems like they're gonna be up
Money
there.
I run, money I run over there.
Brentford have a good coach, but they remind me of Sheffield United, who were great in the first season, but didn't score a lot of goals in the same system and went down the second season. Yes.
Major difference between Sheffield and that team, just not to cut you off, but just to answer one. Ivan Toney's existence in the team. Sheffield United didn't have anybody like Ivan Toney in their team. Every game that Brentford plays, the other team knows we have to control Ivan Toney. We have to keep him quiet. They don't have a lot of teams that are like in Brentford's class. They don't have a player like that where the other team have to worry about him. I think that is what will keep them safe. That threat of Toney being in the team. I think Toney is underrated, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Southampton. All right. So we're gonna go up to 12. 12. Who we have in 12? Southampton. Let me put Southampton here. All right. Southampton. So in 12, guys. Who we have in 12?
So this might be a curveball to some, but I believe that the drop-off will be real this year for Leicester City.
Leicester City. Oh, okay. All right. 12th position. For me, I think I'm going for Aston Villa. So your eyes open wide. Yes, Aston Villa. I've said it. Aston Villa, 12 down. That would be an improvement, right? So are you putting them way up in the top 8? All right.
No,
Aston Villa went for.
I have them cracking the top 10, but I'm not. Look, I don't think these places about 9, 8 through 12 will be pretty close in the table. But just for having to do this, we have to pick someone. And I just think Leicester City, with all the losses that they've had, it's clear that they're going in a whole other direction. I mean, they aren't even trying to retool who they've lost. They lost their goalkeeper. They lost well, they haven't lost Fofana. He's still there, but there's rumors that he's gonna leave. Vardy's a year older.
Yeah.
Madison is pretty much 1 foot out the door. I mean, he's there right now, but there's about 4 or 5 teams going after him right now. So I think a lot will depend on who they can keep. But if all the rumored outgoings are true, I just don't see how they stay in the top 10.
Okay. Africans, who will you go with?
I had Leicester here as well because I feel that they're just a year older than what they were. And even last year, yes, they finished top 10, but it wasn't convincing in terms of where they were. I think they do take that slip. Not as big of a slip as some other teams may take, but I think they slip into outside the top 10.
So we have Brighton and Brighton here, and he said Leicester makes sense. So we got three Leicesters here. So I guess it's Leicester going up in 12th position.
Sorry, boss. I want them day there,
Mute my boss. Yeah, yeah. So Leicester in 12th. So we're gonna deal with 11th. No, 11th. So 11th position. I am going for Aston Villa. Because you guys acting like I can't get my Aston Villa in. So Aston Villa I'm going for. There. You're
and nobody no agree with you.
all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, let me put in Leicester City here. Foxes. Foxes here. All right. Leicester. All right. Brian Burke. All right, says Leicester. All right. Tillerman. Tillerman to Arsenal. Yes. All right.
I purposely didn't call that name because I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. All right. So 11th position I went for our Aston Villa. Yes. So who are you going for? Jason?
Brighton.
Brighton. All right. I know a lot of you guys will jump on the bandwagon with Jason and say Brighton. Africans, what say you?
I had Brighton there too. I feel like they're on the cusp of getting to top 10, but they're not quite there yet. And within the teams there, I think they'll be fighting for it, but they won't make it in the end.
Very, very underrated manager and playing team. One of the nicest teams to watch play.
Mhm.
Brighton.
For years, yeah, because I saw them destroyed United States. Manchester United. I should even say United States because Manchester United act
Yeah.
like United States right now. In the men's football.
Yeah,
All right, so yes, in the men's. Yes, that's what I said in the men's. Brighton or Aston Villa. I wanted to pick Brighton over Aston Villa. But other people says Brighton, so we'll just go with Brighton. So now we have picked 11th position, so 10th.
All right, you get your wish now. We can put Aston Villa.
Yes, because I'm going for Aston Villa. I'm not going to stop saying it. You guys just want Aston Villa to jump 15 places.
No, look, it's not that we want them, but you have to look at, you have to analyze it. Aston Villa's issues last year, in my opinion, was Tyrone Mings fell off of a cliff.
Injuries at the start.
He was making mistakes. Well, injuries as well, but not only the injuries, like the part of their team that should have been solid, which was the back line, was a shambles for most of the year. Mings' form fell off. Konza was injured. Matty Cash played okay. Dina was injured after they got him. This year, I think the addition of Diego Carlos to the defense will help them a lot. And I think a healthy Leon Bailey, who by all accounts is healthy, trusts his body, not my words, but the manager's words, I think that they have a chance. I think up front, if they're smart, they will try to find a way to get Cameron Archer some game time. I think that youth is dangerous. I believe that, of course, Ings is there as well, and most people would say Ings or Watkins. I think they need to figure out a way to put Cameron Archer on the field. I think he could be a breakout this year.
Core TV. Mr. Core, how are you doing? All right. So can you text me on Instagram or something so I can send you, or text me on, let me try and find you on Twitter. Text me on something, Core TV, and I can send you the link. All right. So it's Aston Villa will be 10th according to the new prediction kings.
One other player before we move on from Aston Villa. They picked up a central midfielder as well from Marseille. 22 years old, just broke into the France national team. Boubacar Kamara. He's going to be another player that's going to get them a lot more consistent in terms of performances. So I think they were 14th, 13th last year, somewhere around there. I believe they'll be able to jump up into that top 10 just based on the additions that they made.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we're going to do the top 10. No, this is where the problem starts. Okay. So you're telling me that Crystal Palace still lurking somewhere here,
Yes, they are.
All right, so my D's. All right, you know what, guys? After the reasoning, we can move on. We can pull and put up. All right, so ninth position has to be Crystal Palace.
No, I'm putting the oil money giants here.
Crystal Palace, I'm
See,
going with.
see, I had Newcastle at 10, and then Crystal Palace, and then Villa. I had Villa almost at that point because I give Gerard a little bit more props in terms of a manager's ability than I
Or
would give
for,
some former players. So I feel that's where I wanted them. But where this forces me to reshuffle where everything is, and I want to put Crystal Palace here, but that means I don't think Newcastle should be that good this soon. I think in 2 years maybe that's when they crack the Europa. But I think right now that's where
BD
Newcastle should
Core.
be.
Yeah, my
BD Core, please text me. Yeah, no, continue. It's just BD Core
yeah. So
asking to know
I have since we're kind of talking about both teams, I have Newcastle 9 and I have Palace 8, and my reason behind that 8 through 10 was all what I feel about their respective managers. I think that Vieira is the best manager of the three of them. I think Eddie Howe is a little bit better than Gerrard currently. I think Eddie Howe is one of the most underrated managers as well. So I think I rank those not only based on the players they had, but how I think the manager will be able to get them through the season. And I think Vieira is a gem manager. I think people will realize maybe after the consistency they have this year. I think he had that Palace team playing some good ball, and especially so quick after what they used to play like, how differently they played in one season last year. I mean, that has to go down to the manager because they had a lot of the same players.
All right, so guys, before we get anywhere, guys, let we get up to 50 likes on the video, man. Come on, man. Once you come in, just hit the like button. Even if you're going away, hit the like button and share the video around so we can have a good time. We still have an hour more to go, and clearly we're at the top 9 right now. So yeah. BD Core, it looks like you have some issues. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop the link here. I'm gonna try and get the link for BD Core. Yeah, but BD Core. No, I think it's best that you link me because that's the way I've structured it. All right, so just text me on Instagram or Twitter. That's it, and I will send the link to you. All right, but people get the likes up so we can get more visibility here. As soon as they come in, we know that all of you guys maybe fluctuate throughout the stream, but let's get the likes up so we can get more visibility here. West Ham without Bowen 10th, with Bowen 8th. All right. You only like Vieira because he's a former Arsenal player. Vieira, okay.
No, I like how he sets up his team and how they play.
All right. So number ninth position, guys. We need some voting for that. All right, because I say Crystal Palace. Yes, because I Crystal Palace in the relegation. So I don't know.
African, who you say for 9th again? I can't remember.
I have Newcastle in 9th because I initially had Palace
So
at
you
10.
have okay. Yeah. So Newcastle. Oh my days! All right. So Newcastle 9th, and Palace. All of a sudden, Palace is gonna jump to 8th.
Yeah, I have Palace 8th on my list. I mean, that's my list, We can go by the masses, I'm just saying.
Yes, but it looks like more people will agree with you guys. So I'm just gonna just put it there because we have 2 on the panel said so. You Newcastle makes sense. Okay, wait until the game starts, and then you're gonna see who makes sense. And keep on bomb rushing me. All right.
And again, like how this is being recorded, I do think that the 8 through 10 spots are like tight. I mean, it could be any variation of that. They're gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Umza said, JD, you said Palace is in relegation. Laugh out loud, madman. Yeah, all right, thank you very much. I am telling you.
That for sure is the most mad take of the night.
All right, and I'm glad that it came to the host. The mad take came to the host. So you see, when I'm finished, believe me, when the season finish and we're doing recap, oh my days. Oh my days! By the time the Jason big superstar, So believe me, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna search for him and all of these commenters that disrespects me. All right, don't worry yourself, man. Crystal Palace getting relegated. I'm gonna say it again. All right, so make sure you take
Everybody
that take.
click the part, yeah. Click the part, yeah.
Crystal Palace getting relegated. All right. But 8th and 6th and 5th position. Mad take of the night. JD say Crystal Palace getting relegated. Well, tell you what. Give me a little time. Give me a little time until the season finishes. And you're going to learn. All right. So you guys are Crystal Palace coming 8th. All right. Let me put Crystal. uh, all right. No, you can't just bet me that they're not going to get relegated and you want $100 for that. You have to tell me where they're going to finish. And if they don't, if they are not close to that, if they're not two places closest to that, I will bet you. All right. So tell me where they're going to finish. If you said 8 and they don't finish in the top 10, you have to pay me money just the same. So number 7, no. Number 7, no. All right. Number 7. These are the teams that we have left in. These are the teams. All right. Let me see now. Let me see now. Man United?
I say United. I think the manager will get them playing better ball, but too much deadwood at the club. I think they're going to struggle at times. So I say Man United in 7.
All right. 7th have to be West Ham. All right. I actually agree that West Ham will come 7th. Again, I will go with West Ham. I know that they have added pieces, but I still believe that they're going to do well, and I think 7th will be the place for them. I think Ten Hag will get Manchester United on the line of under 7th. You know, I'm not going to predict their placement as yet, but West Ham I'm going with.
Yeah, I have West Ham 6th and United 7th.
Okay. Africans, tiebreaker, who are you going with? United?
Man, you United
Jesus
in 7th.
Christ.
Yes.
Umza said West Ham 7, so we're waiting on a few. West 7 have to be West Ham. So all right, then I want it then because other personnel said West Ham so far. We need around 2 more comments on the West Ham take, so we can go with it.
Well, we know due to the glory years, Man United have plenty fans. So just go ahead and put West Ham 7th and put Man
Okay, you're saying Manchester United making 6th position and they
on the basis of them being a popular club, they'll be 6th. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't
Patrick,
know
big of
popularity
yourself.
wins games.
I don't think so. They might come 10th. Aston Villa will be before them. Okay. Man U first and everyone else second. Good night and God bless. Making the world a better place. Man U eater. Love it. All right. All right. So let's see now how it's gonna go. All right. So we have 6 more clubs.
This is all
All right,
analysis. Just put Man U. Just put Man U next.
Man U's next.
So
Man U's next. Let's not pretend this. Man U is next. They are not going to.
all right. Keep this in Ten Hag, yeah?
No. I rate Ten Hag. I remember I am from the Dutch school, and I love Dutch coaches. I love Dutch football. Mm-hmm. So I know he'll be good, and I know he'll have them playing better. But I think it's going to be similar to with Arteta when he first came. There's just too many people there that the coach probably doesn't even want on the team. And they just don't have enough time to change out the team. So that's the problem,
All right. So Blake Hilton says, question panelists. Someone said Antonio holding back West Ham. Do you all agree?
No.
No, that makes absolutely no sense, That's the worst take of the night.
Yeah, that's the worst take of the night.
That is, so anyone who would say that is only someone that might, after the season, look at the goals and assists and make their judgment off of that. But anyone who watches West Ham play would know that he's like one of the most.
Mikel Antonio was the most important player for West Ham, period.
Ask Jared Bowen if Mikel Antonio is important or not. He will tell you.
Because half of Jared Bowen goals came off with Mikel Antonio.
Antonio's work.
The only way West Ham could have actually got up the pitch majority of the big games was through Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio was unplayable against West Ham in the final day. Destroyed Liverpool when I bet cranky. Yes. Wipe the floor with Liverpool. What are people? All people can come up with these takes. It's like every week they just build up a new story. Man United, Ronaldo is leaving soon, and they will be stuck with the great Anthony Marshall. All right, not at all. All right, so people agree. So we have the next five spots now.
Woo, tough.
All right, why leads to why leads so low?
Because all
I know.
Leeds, because Leeds play leads to relegation.
Who asking that? Somebody?
Yeah, it's someone asking.
So
What
yeah,
is more? Southampton should be 16th. Well, tell you what, we're gonna go through it. Just don't worry yourself. We're gonna go through it. So we're gonna do top, number fifth now. The fifth best team now, guys. The fifth best team.
you want me to go first?
Yes, yes, of course, of course.
All right. Well, this is where it gets tricky now.
If I went first, you're gonna be upset. So
Nah,
it basically just go
it
first,
sounds
you
it
know.
sound like I know who you're going to say, but I'm going to say who I have to say, and I'm going to give you reasons. Okay, I'm going to go with Chelsea to come fifth,
Chelsea.
and the
All
reason for
right.
that, the reason for that is
Jesus Christ, you just kick off the whole strat.
I think that the loss of Rudiger in the back, the loss of Christensen in the back, are going to really be problems for them this year. I know that they have gotten Koulibaly, but based on the preseason form I saw, I mean, Thiago Silva is a legend, don't get me wrong, but I worry how many games he's going to play this season. And when you look at the defensive options behind Koulibaly and Thiago Silva, we're talking about more unproven players. We're talking about Chalaba. We're talking about Azpilicueta playing RCB when potentially that's not his best position at this age. So look, I just think they have some holes in the back that they hadn't had in years past. I think Chilwell's injury record is also an issue. I know Cucurella is supposed to be coming, but I don't know if is it official yet. Is Cucurella there? I don't think so.
I don't
And of
think
course,
so.
they got Raheem Sterling, who is a great pickup, big loss for City. But I think they're going to struggle because they still don't really have a focal point in the attack. And I think that Tuchel's system might require one, a little less than how City doesn't really need it per se. I think Chelsea's forward line kind of needs the focal point, and they don't have it going into the season. So I think they're
Okay.
gonna they're gonna come just outside the top four.
I think it's very tough selecting the top five placements. I think yes, it's very tough. It's very tough because anything can actually happen. To be honest, but I want to say based on it was between me for me it was between Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea. To be honest, for that one spot, and it's going to be tricky who will get it. And I'm actually going to take out Tottenham out of it and put Tottenham lower. I think it's between Chelsea and Arsenal, and I truly believe that Chelsea, they are adding good pieces, but and because of what they have up front, I want to say they might use their experience with their coach to get over the line, and Chelsea will nip Arsenal and to get into the Champions League, and actual Arsenal will come fifth. I like their signings, but I truly believe that their signings will take a little while to gel, and those early points will have to actually make up in the end. I truly believe so. So I think Arsenal will actually come fifth. In my opinion, I would put Chelsea fourth because of the experience and stuff, and they're going to add more pieces as well. And I think their coach is a little bit more rigid to get more quality, more. I think he gets the players them up running faster. Remember, as he came in, he came in and beat Manchester City, defeated Manchester City. You understand me? So you realize that he gets his signing running up and running faster. We know that Chilwell might never got up to speed when Chilwell came in. But remember, they had a load of others up to speed. Mendy came in, got up to speed instant. You have to, and obviously the German guys, they were just not up to speed, to be honest. And Lukaku, he has heavy boots, so it's not
Yeah,
about
I think I
getting
think
up.
with I think with Chelsea, you make a good point about the manager. I think with
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea's manager, though, at times last season it got a bit stale in the league,
Mm-hmm.
especially games where they were supposed to win. My father is an avid Chelsea fan, and he constantly makes comments about the speed of play that Chelsea play at, or the lack of speed of play that Chelsea play at. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that they fall into this lull of just possessing, but not doing anything with their possession. And I don't see where they've made additions to the team that's going to combat that. I think that change would have to come in their midfield, and they have the same exact midfield. So I just don't see where that injection of pace is going to come from deeper in the pitch. They tend to use their wing backs for that. So that's why I kept saying, Chilwell being injured is a problem. That's why I was asking about Cucurella, because, Alonso is what he is. He'll give you some good things, and he'll probably do three bad things right after that. Reece James is a quality player, but if he gets injured, what happens on that side? So, I think Arsenal's additions are already there. So that thing you brought up about them getting up to speed, I think this is the first time in years we've actually had the additions in and going on trips and
Earlier.
touring with the
Okay.
team, right?
Okay.
A lot of these guys Chelsea are bringing in, Koulibaly, Sterling, they haven't really bedded in yet. Jesus is pretty much a part of the forward line at this point. He's been playing a whole month with the team. Zinchenko a little less, but again, those transfers are coming from within the league and also coming to a coach who they already know. So that acclimatization period is far less for them than it would be for the Chelsea guys. But look, I'm just arguing because I think Arsenal is going to come higher than Chelsea. So
All right. All right. Guys, please start voting. Who you think will come fifth? All right. I went for Arsenal. He went for Chelsea. And Africans, give you the tiebreaker, and then we're gonna go to the chat right after this, because the chat got mad. When a man called out Chelsea, the amount the amount of Chelsea fans you have on this channel. Jason,
I
when
think
oh my God, Jason upset a lot of man.
Yo,
Yes,
but,
I
but
think
African.
look, but
yeah.
look, I hope people understand there's a difference between just being illogical and actually coming with some reasons. Now, yes, I am an Arsenal fan, but I also gave you about 5 reasons why I thought. So come on, chat. Let's be reasonable here.
Yes, yes, yes. What we're gonna do then? What we're gonna do? We're gonna drop the link, so anybody who wants to come in, make sure you can turn the camera on, because BD Core, one of my friend, said he wanted to come in, but I guess he either didn't follow me on Instagram or something, because he didn't send me any link, and I said, so that's the link, BD Core. If you're still watching, you can come
Some
on. All right.
somebody made a nice comment down there in the chat there. Nobody is
Which
factoring in the possible impact the World Cup may have on top teams, fatigue, injuries, etc.
yes, yes, yes,
Well,
but
I
Arsenal
mentioned
would
it. I
consider
mentioned
as one
at
of
the
the top
beginning,
teams,
though.
and they have
No,
set the
yeah,
tone.
Arsenal would also be affected by that. Yes, of course.
Okay, so if
No,
Arsenal,
But
I'm just pointing out. It's a good comment. I'm not saying that should move. I'm not saying that should move Arsenal anywhere or Chelsea anywhere. I'm just making the point. It's a good comment.
I'm I'm making sure to erase that little hype of Arsenal.
but if we're
Yes.
talking about teams that are deep, though, and that
Mm-hmm.
won't be affected as much, Chelsea has too many good players to know what to do with. The only thing that helps Chelsea is that half their players get injured, and then they have to play the other half of their squad, and they stay afloat to some degree, shape, or form. I think if you're talking from that World Cup factor, I think Chelsea's in a better spot, which is also, I think, what their issue is, which is I think they have a lot of good players who are all similar type roles. It's like, okay, you have a Sterling, who's probably the better version of what a Hudson-Odoi is, right? You have a Mason Mount who's there, but then you also have a Conor Gallagher who's coming, who's a lesser version of that, but who can still fill those roles. How are you going to spread out those minutes to get that through? I think in terms of teams, if injuries happen, if fatigue goes through, I think Chelsea is better suited to survive that and go through. I think Arsenal, again, adding Jesus adds that thing that they've not had in about a year. And I think that's where the competition comes. I think right now, if I had to choose right now, which is what we're doing, I would go with Arsenal in fifth and Chelsea in fourth, because I think over the duration of the season, Chelsea Chelsea has more depth. I feel they can fall back on. If Sterling goes down, you have a Hudson-Odoi that you've used before, right? If Mount goes down, you saw Conor Gallagher, who was playing well at Crystal Palace last year. There's enough depth with Chelsea. They still have questions at the back. Let's not forget that. But I think in terms of creating, I think they are better suited for the long haul of the season, plus factoring in Champions League, plus factoring in Carabao, plus factoring the World Cup, plus factoring in the FA Cup. I think they have the depth to be able to withstand a season like this.
I think the one spot on the field that Chelsea have the depth is the attacking options. Everywhere else on the field, they're light. Defense to midfield, they're light. Look at it. Break down the people on the team.
All right, so because we can't stay at fifth for 50 hours,
What? 6 hours stream,
So-
JD? 6 hours
No,
stream, let's go.
Guys, first thing, get we up to 50 likes, guys. Come on, we are 1 hour in the video and we don't reach 50 likes, even though our target was lower than that. But tell you what, we are not going to tell you. Just get the likes up past 50, and by we reach 2 hours, we can be at 80 or so. I think that amount of like would be respectful, and then make sure to join us on Sunday night at 12. So we are going to be chopping up all of the games. All right, so make sure to join us. You get me? Yes. So get what we want you to do, guys. Just drop your comment, guys. We have 48 people in the house. Just drop who you think will come fifth. We have the teams available for selection. Just tell me which one of those teams you think will come in that place, and we start to count it. And both of us said Arsenal will come fifth. So Arsenal losing on the panel. So Arsenal is in place of fifth position. We know Jason kind of upset. He said he had the logics to it, but we have to add fun to it as well because it's a YouTube stream. All right, so let's go Arsenal. All right, so let go Arsenal. Let go Arsenal. Put a poll for the placing. Just for that one placing, Bryant.
Brian Burke is all right. You don't thumbs down the thing, man. It's all right. Make them pick who them want to pick.
JD and Africans, you guys will eat your words. Arsenal will finish third. I am taking back my likes and give you a thumbs down. But I'm one of the main bosses of the channel, so you might bring down the one channel. Oh my God!
No, he was not. No, guys, he was not the best example. The point was, it's a player who's played. Okay. Yes, I could have picked a better player to use.
All right. So people going for Arsenal. Brian Burke. People going for Arsenal. All right. Yes. Arsenal had a worse team last year with even less depth, and almost yes. But we know that. But remember, no, it's not the same teams they're going to be playing. Obviously, the next two teams that they're going to be playing.
With this line of reasoning, is Chelsea a better team right now than they were when the season ended?
I think they're going to be a better team. Yes, I think so. Yes,
and you're basing that off of who they have to come in.
Let me put in. You want me to bring up all the thing and show you who they took out and everything? Because, what this is. Let me pick first before we get to this reason, because this man just don't want to put him.
No. I am just saying, if we're going to, we have to reason it out before
we are reasoning out fifth spot for 25 minutes.
And another 25.
It's a hard decision. That's why.
And another 25, JD. Another 25.
So look, I think this is going to be a little more contentious than picking the winner. I think,
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I think picking the winner will be tough. Picking the winner will be tough because you have a lot of. Believe me,
I think this is the toughest choice we have to make for the rest of this.
Yeah, three through 5 is the hardest to do in this league this season. I think 3 to 5 is hard.
All right, so for now, we might put an updated one during the season, but for now, Arsenal look like they're gonna get fifth.
So hold on, you go through the comments.
Yes, the comment was actually saying Arsenal for fifth. That's what.
Okay. All right, cool.
No, JD, he said at this time. Also, let's not forget that Chelsea started playing bad at the end of the season. Oh my God, right. Brian. I don't know what to say. Listen to me, Brian. Chelsea or Arsenal going there. All right. You know what? We're gonna skip out that spot.
All right.
We're
So
gonna
so
skip out the
so
two spots
does
then.
anyone think Tottenham could go there?
No, that's the problem. No one put in Tottenham there. It's just
Well,
Chelsea and Arsenal.
we haven't been talking about Tottenham. Maybe if we talk about them, they might come.
JD, record me and Jason bet. Yes, you guys bet $100. Jason, agree on that $100?
I agree. And him said pound, so it can be pound too.
Pound, not Jamaican dollars.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to avoid the third spot. So we're going to put Chelsea and Arsenal in the battle of fourth and fifth. So we're going to move on to the top three then. Since we can't decide. Yes, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a poll. We're going to write up a poll now. And then at the end of the stream, we will put in that one. All right? All right, so... Well, look what we're gonna know. Who will finish? Finish fifth. All right.
And put 4 options there, JD. So we're fair.
Arsenal. All right. Arsenal. Chelsea. Four options.
No, yes. Put the three of them, man.
Tottenham.
Yeah. Because some Man U fans probably pick Man U if you put them in there too, you know.
Popularity don't win games, Jason.
All right, let me put Liverpool in.
For come fifth?
We're just putting in teams. They said we should use the four options.
No, wait. So
let me put Man City then. Let me put Man City for fourth then. For fifth then. We're gonna put because we had the discussion between Chelsea and Arsenal for fifth position. Yeah, right. So they would have actually took up fifth and fourth. You understand me? But you guys said I should use 4 options. So putting Liverpool or City is just a space holder.
I was saying 3. Because I think most people will agree that the top 2 teams are going to be the top 2 teams. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I would think all of us have City and Liverpool in whatever reason.
Right. So I'll put it there then. All right, this is the 5th one, guys. This is the 5th. We are 4 likes away from 50, guys. Mash up the like button. Honestly, Man City might finish 4th or 3rd. All right, so that's what Blake Hilton says. All right, so we'll leave out those spaces. All right. So number 3 then, who you have in the 3rd spot then?
Arsenal.
All right. So
Arsenal 3rd, Spurs 4th, Chelsea 5th. That's my
okay. Well, no problem. All right. Africans, who you have in the 3rd spot?
I had Spurs in the 3rd spot.
All right. And I had Spurs in the 3rd spot as well. Spurs, I think will be in the 3rd spot. I have Tottenham. All right, Brian as Tottenham in the 3rd spot as well. All right, so that's 3 personnel. Arsenal finished 3rd, so that's 2 personnel going for Arsenal in 3rd spot. All right, just to come for fight today, and Brian Burke.
Wow.
This will be the best £100 I've ever received. Oh my God!
Man.
They calling out his winnings and not even one game. No players yet. All right, so Arsenal, so Manchester United will finish 3rd from top notch. God, all right. So we have Tottenham. So we have 4 Tottenham, 3 Tottenham so far, 2 Arsenals. All right, so
nobody don't say Chelsea coming 3rd. You realize that?
Yes, that's why I said everyone thought it was between Arsenal and Chelsea for 5th and 4th spot. So you realize that as well. All right, so let we drop Tottenham in 3rd spot.
Boy, the vote them hot.
I haven't looked.
It's voted.
I haven't looked.
Arsenal and Chelsea neck and neck.
Liverpool 3rd. Liverpool third.
Who said that?
Who?
Shandy,
Okay,
yeah,
call it.
hate on them, man.
Okay. Chelsea. Okay. People voting to keep it. They are so funny, man. Oh my god.
Right now,
All right.
Chelsea is leading. Fifth place vote.
All right. So second spot now. Second spot because I think the second spot. Who you went for second now, Jason? Because clearly
Um,
you never put Arsenal. You can't put Arsenal so much places.
no, I told you they were third. Don't be smart now.
Okay.
Liverpool
No,
is
no,
second
no,
place.
you will try find a way to put
Liverpool,
Arsenal here.
I have Liverpool in second place. I think they will feel the loss of Mane in this title run. Um,
Hmm.
I think that look, Klopp believes in his squad, but I do think that the Harvey Elliott's and the Milners and the guys who he has as his second string is just a little bit too below what they have at the top. So I think that will be the difference in the end for City just pulling away with the title.
All right. So Africans we have in second spot.
I have Liverpool as well. I think we've seen the best of Salah. I think this is where his decline starts. It's been low key happening over the last few years. I think 2 years ago, he and Sane, it was Salah and Sane in terms of best footballers in Africa. Sane has taken that, and he has now taken that boot and gone. I think that will hurt them, and like we said, missing Sane, but also the decline in Salah will be a thing that also doesn't help. I think Darwin coming does help them a little bit, but not as much for the losses at the wing slash fours that they've gone. So not able to get the crown again. I have them finishing second.
And Africans, I noticed you had a little Freudian slip there. You meant to say Mane, but you kept saying Sane. I will
Yeah.
have you. I will have you know that this just reminds me of a few years ago we were playing fantasy draft, and my cousin actually accidentally drafted Sane instead
Mhm.
of Mane, and then complained about it the whole season. So that just made me think of that again.
Okay.
I always mix
Um.
those twos up, but yeah, fair.
All right. So let me see. City. Patrick Riley said City first. Shandin says Liverpool third. Okay. Okay. That would be a tough one. CFC third. All right. Chelsea third. All right. Man City second. All right. Which Liverpool in fifth position? No one said Liverpool in fifth position. I said I'm gonna put four teams in the fifth position. Paul. My God. How much teams in the Premier League? 20. And
Go easy, Queen Claudia. Go easy.
how these people break top three: Liverpool, Manchester City, sorry, JD, and Chelsea. Okay. All right, no problem, no problem. City second. They will be more focused on Champions League this year. All right, all right. So the FK is Sane. All right, all right.
I meant
But that's
Mane. We
why
know. We know.
but that's why that is why I think City will lose. The chemistry between KDB and Haaland has not worked yet. Bro, they just
But
touch the
Blake,
field 1 second.
but,
What are you talking about?
but Blake Hilton, even if that comment is true, we have already seen Man City without a number 9. It's Phil Foden, it's KDB, it's Silva in the first 9. It works
What?
anyway. So
Yeah.
even if Holland doesn't work, they're still gonna just play how they've been playing. So I
This
don't agree with that take, Blake.
this brother, this brother, this brother is trying to downplay. All right. Tell you what, I think Liverpool will come second, but Liverpool will put out a better effort, and maybe they might just nip the first spot as well because now they finally found a way out to play strikers. Because all people talk about Manchester City not playing strikers. Did you realize that Liverpool has not been playing strikers for a number of years? Remember, Firmino is not
Mhm.
a striker. They are not strikers. They are central forwards. They are not strikers. So no, they have actual strikers now. They have different options how to play, and I truly believe that that's why sometimes Liverpool struggle to break lines because they never had that out and out striker. But now you're going to have a striker that wants to score goals, just the same as Haaland and Hala. Firmino and those guys wanted to set up the forwards, Mane and Salah. That's what they wanted to do. But now Liverpool comes with strikers. They are going to come with different options. And I think they're going to be even more deadly, in my opinion. So I would not be surprised if Liverpool actually win the title this year, to be honest. I would not be surprised. I am still picking City to do it because of I think Haaland will score over 25 goals this season in our competition. And if he goes 15 very early, I want to say he's going to score over 20 in the Premier League by itself. So that's why I'm saying that. Because City gets the different options as well, the different option as well as Liverpool. So I think both of them will cement themselves in the top two spots.
Wow.
But I just believe that Alan will be a different breed over everyone else. They're going to create so much chances because the one thing City create chances more than anyone else ever did in this league ever. So that simply means if you have a man that can play in there, I can tell a man he's gonna score goals at a ridiculous rate. That's all I have to say. That's why I gave the nod to City, but I think Liverpool could win it just the same. So it's very tight, man. Jason's delusional and Africans is just an hater. Okay, so because people are not saying what you want to say. All right.
Okay.
Me here as Spurs are win the league. It's you never me know. All right.
Unless you read the name Phil Jones.
All right. So Liverpool second. So Liverpool second based on the poll.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, go else and see what else based on the poll, no?
What? All right.
This loves the poll today.
We're going to get and then obviously it's Manchester City people going for. All right. My goodness, man. All right. So because we have to finish, guys. We have to finish, we have to finish everything, All right. Yes. So we will return back to the poll, guys. Once we get the fine, we're gonna do that at the end. We're gonna do that at the end. So we're gonna bring up the games this week. So look out for that. Let me put it up on the screen so we can make some prediction because clearly Jason have officially started a war. Jason has officially started a war. Let me see if I can get the England Premier League in. All right, the Premier League fixture. Week 1. All right, so we have week 1 coming up, guys. As you can see here, let me bring it up a little bit bigger. So okay, this is the biggest we can get it here. All right, let me see if we can get it bigger. Nope. All right, so let me bring it a little bit. All right, so this is what we have. So we have Crystal Palace Arsenal, guys. Crystal Palace Arsenal. We have Pricey said, our Pricey check-in. JD, are you doing an EPL series this year? Yes, man. We're gonna cover. We're gonna cover the EPL right throughout the season. So every Sunday night you're gonna expect us to be here. As what we said, we're done with the JFF drama and the free views with the limited information and the limited growth. We want to grow. We will grow slower, but we are right with that. We're not going to run down no JFF bag of foolishness because yeah, we don't interested in that. That's all I'm saying. We're trying to get progressive. So we'll be covering competitions, learning about players, and covering the Premier League as well. So we'll just be here doing our job. So thanks to all the real football heads them that actually turn up and support us. All right. Yes. So Crystal Palace Arsenal, guys. Based on highly Jason rate Crystal Palace, it looks like this is not an upset if Crystal Palace beat the mighty Arsenal. Because they normally do.
You're gone.
So, Mr. Jason,
what's it for tomorrow's game? For tomorrow's game, look, it's going to be a tough one. I'll be lying to you if I didn't think it would be tough. I see the Chelsea massive in the crew putting out the mad scores 4-0 and 3-1 and everything. But I do think that we'll come through tomorrow's game with a victory. I want to think that they'll probably score a goal in tomorrow's game against us. But
Mm-hmm.
I do think that early on, the press will get to them and we'll probably end up getting on the score sheet first. But I could see us running out 3-1 victors tomorrow.
3-1 victory for Arsenal. All right. Africans. Arsenal, Crystal Palace.
Well, Jordan Ayew scores a goal every 3 years. I feel like this will be his next goal for another 3 years.
I think
Um,
his last one was probably against us, I think.
Feels like it, probably. This does not bode well for Ghana because if he's in any type of form, he's on this team, which I am not the biggest fan of. So, in my best case scenario, he doesn't score. But I still think that Palace takes it 2-0 because Zaha loves Arsenal. He just loves them. So, I'm going 2-0 Palace over Arsenal.
All right, 2-0 Palace over Arsenal. All right, see, that's how it goes when you guys put these teams so high. I think Arsenal will win over Palace. You see, I can you see Jason because I never had that eye hopes on Palace. All right, you see, that's why. All right, so we have Blake Hilton says 4-0. Zaha and company over Arsenal. Arsenal losing 3-1. Pricey Arrow said so.
Move from your
Um,
Conte. Move.
what why City never gets picked to play on the first day? Because they are a small club. Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. Top notch 3-1 Arsenal. All
Yes,
right.
top notch. Yes,
Claudia
top
says,
notch.
I max it. We all expect you to say City first. And your man crush and Holland is legendary. What? I just use logic. You see, mid season when Alan is on 15 goals, I'm gonna come back here, and tell you. But you know what they're gonna do, Jason, is when he's on 10 goals, like in 5, 10 games, they're gonna come back here and say, "Oh, they're gonna just move the goalposts." You're not going to. They're not gonna act like they weren't the same one saying he's not gonna do nothing. He's gonna be a boss. Alan, I think Alan will score a serious amount of hat-tricks. Believe me, I saw him alone try to score a trick on the Liverpool team over and over. Act like you forgot about that. And a no team. And he did that to Liverpool. So stop acting like Alan is a little waste man. They are acting like Alan is just a little waste kid. Remember, it was Liverpool he made his name against. So Liverpool fans feeling sad. It was Liverpool he made his name against. So stop it, man. It has nothing to do with legendary, man. They normally do. Last season they took off the belt on us, but we looked better, and they will be worst without Gallagher, in my opinion. So we could win 4-0 Arsenal. All right, Brian Burke. All right, you have a link for Fantasy Premier League. Maybe we'll get that set up as well. But Palace still can cause an upset, as Palace has been great in pre-season. Why Manchester United at 6? At 6? Least fourth. At least fourth. Top notch. All right. It's just the fans said that top notch. I never made these rules. I'm surprised. Arsenal 2-1. All right. Chelsea will win the league. Mark my words. All right, David. All right. If Chelsea get Aubameyang, it's going to be like Giroud and Fabregas all over again. What kind of man crush? I don't know. I don't know. Mad vibes.
David Tete. Stop with the bush thing, yeah? Don't with the bush
All
thing.
right.
Get a good thing.
All right. So Fulham Liverpool, guys. Fulham Liverpool.
Murder.
So they'll be Liverpool will be filling up the score. Yeah, what 4, 5,
Yeah,
6,
Full up them net.
4, 5, 6. All right. All
4,
right.
4, a comfortable 4.
A
Darwin gets one,
comfortable
so
4.
that
Okay.
4-0.
Liverpool fans don't freak out when he doesn't score in the first game.
Okay.
4-0
All right.
Salah
So
hat trick.
all right. Guys, once you're coming through, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to keep hitting like button. We are one away from the 50. Get it past the 50 likes. All right. So Liverpool, everyone's saying Liverpool winning that one. All right. So we have Tottenham. Okay. Nunes ain't scoring. That's what Umza says. 3-1 Liverpool. Bobby Reed with a 30-yard strike. Bobby Reed, no chance. They did laugh. All right. So Liverpool winning that one. That's what they said here. Tottenham versus Southampton. So I think that's going to be a tricky start, Tricky start, man.
The game is at Spurs Stadium, though, is it not?
It's yes, that's Spurs Stadium.
Easy
Spurs
win.
struggle to win in their stadium, so I don't understand why you ask if it's Spurs Stadium. All right.
Spurs struggle to win in the stadium.
Yes, remember they struggled to win at the start of when they just came in the stadium. Remember that's what it is. It went in, and then Harry Kane struggled to score as well in it as well.
Have you seen their record in the stadium since Conte been the manager?
Yeah, but okay. So when Conte came in, that's the only time they had the stadium.
No,
the stadium was never existed before.
You can't make a statement that they don't win in the stadium, and then since he's been there, they've been
I
winning
said
all
they
the time in the
struggled to
stadium.
win in the stadium, and Harry Kane struggled to score in the stadium for a while. So maybe this early start could use like little drinks. Maybe the season could start that way. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just putting something there, but obviously,
and I'm just disagreeing.
Well, it simply that means Spurs will come third and Arsenal will come fourth or fifth because you're trying to give them 3 points.
Well, earlier in the thing, you said, look, after the first game, we won't know exactly, right? So even if I go tomorrow and lose to Crystal Palace and Spurs beat Southampton, does that mean they're going to beat us in the whole league? No.
No. But it's going to be a little bit tougher. It's going to be a little bit tougher. All right, one thing, Jason, just personal over Arsenal, man. I never knew Nunes is a Lukaku 2.0. No, man, Nunes is much more of a different striker than Lukaku. 3-0 Spurs. So people think Spurs will win comfortable. All right,
they should win. Yeah, they'll win.
Easy win for Spurs. All right, and then we have Leeds.
Yeah, Richarlison will miss. That's all.
Leeds.
Richarlison will be sitting beside Conte in the start of the game, though.
Oh,
that's why he'll miss.
We're going to ask him tough question here because I'm going to say this again. Richarlison will be a better player this year than Harry Kane. Let me write it down right here. His mobility will change Tottenham, and I think that the reason why I pick Tottenham to come third is because of the addition of Richarlison. A lot of people don't rate him in England, but I think with Conte style, he's going to be different. Him and Son will be different. I think both of them will outplay Harry Kane this season. I'm standing on my word.
Here's the only thing to say about that is.
Jamie therapy. All right.
Richarlison predominantly would play where Kane would play, right?
Yes. Please clip it.
So
please clip it.
If Kane is there, you think Conte is going to bench Kane? Is that what you're saying?
I said I never talk about goals. How much goals in? I said Richarlison will be a better team. Let me context it then. Richarlison at the end of the day, score rating will be higher than Harry Kane. I think he's going to be much more a supplier for Tottenham's system and be a better player. So that's what I'm saying over Harry Kane. I said it one season, listen. All in 2 years ago when I said it on an international program, said Son will be better than Harry Kane. People laugh at me and said, "Oh, I'm a madman." And then Son came out and be better than Harry Kane that year. That year when I said it, Son was never the person he was now. And I said it, and people laughed at me just the same way. And I'm standing on my word. All right, check my head. All right.
People that don't really follow football a lot would have said that, but anyone who knew Son coming into Spurs should have known how talented he is.
I am standing on my word. Richarlison will be the top two best forward outputter this time around for Tottenham next year.
That's fine. That's fine. I want you to stand on your word.
I'm standing Richarlison.
I want you to
Richarlison.
stand on your word, but I think the
All
major
right.
difference in this thing is you reference Son
Over
and
Kane.
you
Over.
reference Richarlison, and Son is like a lot better than Richarlison.
Uh, Son is a lot better than Richarlison.
Yes, he is. I would
And you
love
know
to
I
debate
wouldn't say so.
this.
I know I wouldn't say so.
Why?
I don't know why I give this little kid so much respect. But wait until you see me
Look,
in this Tottenham team.
I'm not a Richarlison hater. You know, I think he's a good player. I just think Son is a better player than Richarlison.
I think Son is ahead of him right now. That is true. That is true, but I would not give him super way far than him. No, I would not give. I think he's a talented kid. I think it was Everton who hold back Richarlison. Richarlison is a very good player, guys. I'm telling you. Remember when I come here and talk things, people said I'm mad, But I'm writing down my takes, because I love to prove points, All right. So when you disrespect me here over and over, tell me that I need sleep, I'm a madman, I'm on crack. All right, no problem. Believe me, we are going to be watching over this video at the end. All right, now you're gonna realize why I'm famous. All right, done way better than Richarlison. JD, come on. All right, Richarlison is a very good player. Very good player. I'm sorry.
Very
Son
good,
is very good.
very good, but there's levels, and Son is a level above.
But Richarlison will be in the top 2 best forward players for Tottenham this year. I'm standing on it. I'm not changing.
I wouldn't
Not
even
changing.
I would go as far to say I don't even know if he'll have more of an impact than Kulusevski on the other wing.
Okay, that's what you think. All right. Keep on putting
And
Richarlison.
not because he's a better player than Richarlison, but just because of the time that he will get. Because Richarlison is in a tough spot. He plays where Harry Kane plays or where Son plays. And Conte ain't benching neither one of those guys.
No, but no, you have to base it on performance. So what if he comes on? Because first thing is physicality and pace. Look, Son is the more fleet-footed one that moves, the more mobile one. All right. Hurricane is the more static one, use more physicality, and his finishing prowess. Those are his attributes. Richarlison is both, Richarlison is actually both,
Can Richarlison pass the ball as well as Kane?
If he slows down, that's the problem is Kane not moving.
If you have to answer the question with a if, then probably the answer is no.
Okay,
So,
all right then. So what are you trying to say then? So what if they want
saying-
to use a fluid system? What if they want to use a fluid system? Because what we're
I'm
seeing,
saying,
at the top, it's going to be fluid systems are working. So what if it's Tottenham struggling to break lines, and you have a player that can play fluid with? I am telling you, Richarlison, you guys sleep it on this kid. I am telling you, Son and Richarlison will be a very good duo with a next person to play a fluid.
But you keep saying it, Son. Okay, so Richarlison going to play on the right side then.
Yes, he's going to play with Son as well too. Yes, I think Son and Richarlison will play a lot of times.
Saying Son and Richarlison, the man play a 3-4-3, right?
Yes. So if he's going to play Hurricane plays centrally.
Right.
So what are you talking about? Richarlison play right. Yes. Of course.
Okay, so he's gonna play Richarlison on the right and bench Kulusevski over there.
Not every time, but he's gonna play him, and then if he wants to use Richarlison as a striker, Richarlison will play more than one positions.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is like, okay, so you're saying higher score rating. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're not saying.
I never said how much goals he's gonna score, and I said he's gonna have a higher rating because he's gonna be an impact player. Because I see him matching up with Son. That's what I'm saying, But people keep on saying that I need sleep and all sort of madness.
No,
all right.
I'm not saying he won't do well for them. I think he'll do well for them. I think you're overplaying how well he's gonna do.
All right. No problem, man. I love this video. This video is a next video that will actually make me be legendary. Just watch. Wait until it's finished.
It will make one of us legendary for sure. So we'll see.
I'm happy being third.
It wasn't better. You said, what did I say just now about Son? and Richarlison. I said
Yeah,
Son wasn't better than Richarlison. I said he's not far better than
yeah.
real.
You said Son is better. You said Son is better, but it's not like a far distance, is what you said.
So I never said it. He's better than Son. I said he's not. Son is not far better than him. That's all I've said. All right. All right, so let's go 18 the house. You forgetting about how deep Hurricane plays under Conte. That's what I'm saying. Hurricane more play like this enough, like he's playing like a central forward roles at times. So
Yeah,
what
he
if you
is.
want a more fluid system? So you see people not listening to what I'm saying. In a fluid system, you can use Richarlison, my boy, and Son. You don't have to necessarily play Hurricane. You get me? Even though we know Hurricane will play most of the time, but what if it's not working? Against big team, it's not about the players, them. It's about what works. And Kante is a man that makes big decisions. And I can tell you, if he wants a fluid system, he's taking off Hurricane off that field and put on those three fluid forwards. I'm telling you. Just watch. Believe me, when you see three of them on the field, you're gonna remember that JD said it before. When you guys out here sleeping on, all right, no problem. You forget, all right, legendary madman. All right, thank you very much. Far more mobile than you think. All right. So what you said, Hurricane far more mobile than I think. Are Richarlison? Which one? JD, mind people laugh after you, but I'm telling you, Akeem. I told you, I'm not gonna say anything. Then we have a super chat from Bridget said, "Big up Stream Elements." So he's fighting Stream Elements. Richarlison will start over Kulusevski, as Kulusevski is a lone player versus Richarlison, who is a Spurs player. All right. It is a far distant levels ahead. All right then. Keep saying that. All right. Kane is coming off. Oh my God! I never said Kane. I wonder if it looks like a you want sleep. It looks like a you want sleep. My God, I've said if the guy wants a mobile fluid system, he's going to go with these speedy, strong players. He will make these decisions. Kante is a weird human being, All right. Harry Kane foot off a brook before him come. All right. All right.
Yeah,
Just makes a good point. Minutes played will have a big impact on player performance, and I don't see Richarlison playing more minutes than Son or Kane. No, I don't expect him to play more than them. But let's see in the first 5 games. All right, Kane is far more mobile. All right, then. All right, we will be seeing it. So that means we have a lot of things to look at when it comes on to the season. All right, because I'm the new madman, On the first episode, I'm new madman. I love it. I love it.
you see, all it took was to get a sane individual on the panel with you,
Mm-hmm.
And look,
And I
everybody
love
say
and
I'm
I love
madman now. You see that? I've never seen this before.
No. It happens before on bigger stages, and then people came back and told me sorry because I've ended up to be the king of predictions. So I love the fact that I got a
So,
new challenge now.
so you
Something
hear
else
that?
to work
Chat,
towards.
chat. You hear that? You hear that? Him done say, come back and apologize, So remember this, Cause him say, you see, him say the last time this happened, everybody come apologize. So
Yes, like normal, like normal. Yes, so I expect it to happen again. Yes.
time will tell. One thing for sure, this season going nice.
Yes,
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I think I'm going to enjoy it because this stream, I actually enjoy this stream. This is what I want to talk about. Actual players that's good. I don't want to this
All
acting
right,
account.
JD, come. No bother, man. You don't, no bother cuss off people now. Please, I beg you.
No,
You
I
know
just
where
said
you're going. I know where you're going. Just, it's okay.
no. I was staying here because I just got myself in a new war. But JD, if Richarlison getting less time than Son or Kane, how the hell he's gonna outplay them? I said his rating will be very much higher.
Yeah.
I said it from the start, and they said I want sleep, All right. How much games KDB played last season? Who was the highest rating last season in the entire league? So how much game KDB missed last season, and who have the highest rating in the league? All right, so you saw life funny. All right. So you see, I am the one that wants sleep, but I am on. Okay, it's okay. Let me pull up the KDB last season record just to show you, because it looks like a lot of people.
Played 30 out of 38.
All
Started
right.
25 times.
All right. And remember, he was sick with the virus, so he barely had to play in the first half. All right. And who are the highest rating in the entire league? You get me? So what? Oh, yeah, you have to play every game and start every game to get the highest rating? No. And KDB was pretty much the best player last season.
Last season,
Yes, last season he
KDB
barely.
had the highest rating out of
Yes,
everyone.
yes. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. So I need to sleep. All right. The mad JD need to sleep. Thank you very much. Um, Eddie, what is rating? Who will rate them? The league will rate them. When was the last time, JD? Uh, I don't know. What you saying? I don't understand that one. Clinical, big of yourself. Thanks for being here. Umza did it laugh. All right. So you see it. So what if the guy does get some sleep, JD? But you are wrong. So you need some sleep, and you're on your right time. You need some sleep. So I'm just trying to show you that you can play even 28 games but still
But
have the highest
JD, but JD,
rate.
I have to bring this up. The two players that you have mentioned in
Mm-hmm.
your to defend your argument, you
Mm-hmm.
realize the two players you name? The first one was Son, and the second one is KDB.
But I used Sun 2.5 years ago. I said when I did the video with the guys them on the English Premier League website, I used Sun 2.5 years
Okay,
ago.
I
Two and a
will
half years
concede the
ago.
Son
Sun,
one. I will concede
yes,
the Son
yeah.
one. But now we're using KDB, the best player in the league, to like make your point. We can't really use KDB. I mean, that's
No,
KDB.
hold on. A man come off with coronavirus, barely can breathe properly. Then they played him in pitch patch games. Remember, that's okay. The season starting, and people saying, "Oh, he's no good anymore."
Hold
That's
on,
what
hold
they
on.
usually say last year. No?
JD, the whole of we know how Corona work, You're going like Corona
But
last for 10 months.
you never on Twitter when people talking like KDB is the worst player. Oh, what's the next dude from Manchester United?
Who,
Um,
Bruno Fernandes?
Bruno Fernandez. When he
We
started
don't
off with their
talk about Bruno.
listen to me. When it just started off, when Pogba and Bruno started
Mm.
off with them 100 goals in one game, and that's all they did for the entire season. You forgot about that. This
No,
time
I
you
didn't.
forgot about those things.
You forget
They are
some Man
on
U
Twitter.
fans are the loudest. We heard it
Yeah,
all loud and
they're
clear.
on Twitter acting like KDB not good anymore. KDB washed. Bruno's son in KDB. This that, bro. I remember those things, so I just put them back in my analysis. So I'm trying to say that KDB never started off good at all because the guy was actually struggling.
Cream will always rise, man.
Damien, yeah. It was 2.5 years when I said it on the actual big show, which was the Premier League show, and people said, "Oh, JD come with all his madness," and then I was right in the end. But tell you what, I've wrote down my takes here. Richarlison, yes, Richarlison is my take.
And
Yes.
JD,
So anyway.
you're gonna stop style this show, About two
Mhm.
and a half years ago was the big show. So what is small fries?
No. This is our show now. This is our show. But I'm trying to say
That
that
show
was
you
a
are
big
big too.
platform. That was a big England platform, but now we're starting back
No
from
worry,
scratch.
man. Once the word get out about some of them take it, that one you go big too. Watch.
Yes, I know to sell. I know to sell. I'm a marketer. Yes, I will remember.
See
I
that?
will be
See that?
reminding you about your Richarlison madness every week. All right, no problem. And I will be all right. You know what? I'm gonna put Richarlison on my main thingy.
JD,
So
you
you
have
have
a board of predictions
right.
behind you.
No, Damien. I've been right. But I don't even want to bring up that because if I ever told you the things that I've been right about, Damien, the show mash up. It's no English Premier League show again, and Jason said I should not be talking about it. So let me just leave that alone. Those
There's
right.
not enough time. There's not enough time in one day. All right, JD, we'll need a
All right,
month.
all right. So let me just leave that alone. I would go back and All right, we should have just run through the entire listing. So we were at Leeds, Wolverhampton. But before we get into that, we're gonna finish that. Let us get into this one then. All right. So most goals. Since everyone disrespected my players, then most goals. Who will have the most goals this season?
I know Africans referenced earlier he sees a fall off coming, but I think Mo Salah wins the Golden Boot again.
That's a fair prediction. I don't see it happening, but it's a fair prediction.
And
All
and
right.
second on the list I have Son.
Son. All right.
Yes. As my top
I
two.
had Son taking it.
All right. I have Haaland taking it and 25 goals. That's the next team. 25 goals.
I had Son at 28, so what are you gonna do?
Oh, 20.
Yes,
I have Son
yes.
and 24 and Haaland and 25 goals. Look at my face, guys. 25 goals.
So but the $1 million question is, where do you have Richarlison?
Richarlison, I will give you. Let me write down. You guys laughing, All right, Haaland, 25 goals. So you guys can laugh now. You know what will be your excuse when he wins the Golden Boot? You're going to come here and tell me, oh, it was City. They created all that.
No, I have Haaland. I have Haaland in my top 5, so I don't think he's gonna be doing badly. I just don't have him number 1. That's all.
All right. So I said 25 goals. That's all I'm saying. 25 goals. Yes. So that's the next mad take. So that's take 2. 25 goals, Alan. All right. Fabian said, laugh out loud. All right. It's cool. Most assists this season. Let me hear it now. As you guys said, Salah scoring 100 million goals, so someone must be assisting him.
I think Salah might actually be a good shout for assists, mainly because they can run. In theory, they can run him to the ground before the World Cup because he's not going to the World Cup. So Liverpool could really push him and then use him to rest up, or they could play their World Cup players and then second half of the season, they still have a fresh Salah to go through. I think Salah does have a good season, but I still think it drops off.
All right, see it? Oh, people down there say Jesus will win the Golden Boot, which I think is a good shout, because
I have him third.
All right, so why is it I'm a madman? I'm a madman when I said Alan 25 goals, but yet still Jesus can come third on the list and nobody thinks you are mad. Oh, because he plays in English Premier League every time. And okay. Tell you what,
JD, there's too much blue in your background.
25 goals, Haaland.
Look at all that blue chair, blue shirts. You can see the blue in his eyes, the blue in his blood.
All of the PS name have blue on it. Headphone blue.
Belgium is blue, apparently. Who knew?
All right.
So who is the most assists?
Most assists for me, KDB breaking the record. Let me put that again. 25 assists as well.
Mesut Ozil record will never be broken.
KDB tied it, What are you talking about? It's KDB's record as well.
I said it would never be broken. Tie mean broken?
Yeah, well, he's there. So KDB is just breaking back his record. So it is as well. So I act like it's someone else.
It's both him and Ozil record. Why is it his? I don't understand you. It's their record.
Well, I'm talking about KDB. So KDB, his record. He's gonna break his own record.
People, want to see people. The man, as me start talking about Arsenal, me never know you love Arsenal. Look how the man are going for the little goal and assist them, man. Jeez and peace.
No, it's because the fans have beat me. A Thierry Henry, yes, it's not. Yes, it was Thierry Henry. Yes, Ozil, I think, dropped one short of it, something like that. Yes, so if Alan start regular,
sorry, that is
Thierry Henry.
what I meant. Yes.
So they said, JD is a real Holland fanboy. I just bought him for 255 million in the FIFA, and he started off on 9 goals in the Premier League already in 3 games. Believe me, it's going on good. Conrad said the JD, the Mad King. I think Man City going to miss Sterling a lot. All right,
I
and
was
me
gonna
mad.
say him. He's a low key player who could be maybe getting some assists with Chelsea, or even
Mm-hmm.
on a production. I could see him being maybe top 10 in either assists or goals this year because I think that's a
I
good
think
finishing
I think
spot
he
there.
should be up there in both top 10 in both. I would
Yeah,
think.
All right. JD, we need to set up our FIFA match. Yes, man. I don't know when I have the time, but I think because what I'm doing is playing my manager mode, and that's the problem, I should be a FIFA player, play a lot of people, but it's just because I just like manager mode, and that's what I really bought the game for, But because people say they want to play me, I will have to dust out a few people, you know.
JD. Just as a reminder, you don't get manager accreditation with FIFA. You have to actually
Yeah,
take courses, whether that be
yes,
CONCACAF or
yeah,
UEFA, to be able to
yes,
manage a team. So FIFA's teaching you some things, but as a very famous coach said, football don't play on YouTube nor on
yes.
FIFA. So you may want to get to a classroom soon, JD.
Yes, I'm trying my best, man. But sometimes I need to play my FIFA. I spend too much money on FIFA, not playing it. Arsenal were 16th for chances created last season. Jesus gets the golden boot. He will pull off a miracle. Okay, so that's one is for Jason. Yeah, very good one. Remember to create the fantasy Premier League thing. All right, we are gonna do that. Africans, you have to help me out on that thing here because
Okay.
I'm kind of old sometimes. Yes, JD, you need to start a tournament FIFA. All right, we are gonna do that then. We have to do a whole heap of thing. The one Jason, I need to start just the one Jason regular. Not this Jason on the screen, because I assume that he can play FIFA. The next Jason Ferran. I need to dust him out. We had a bet from last year to fight it out, but because everybody busy, we have to get at it. Yeah, so we have finished almost everything. Just the games them alone. We need to finish. Jason and Africans. So we're gonna just put up the games on the screen, and then we try just go through it, and then we're pretty much done. Cause we don't want to extend them too long. We don't want the shows them to pass 3 hours. I think 2.5 should be good enough. So it's good for the algorithm. Yes.
But JD, we haven't picked who's in fourth, fifth, or
That will
yet.
be the
So
last. We have the pool there. We never
oh,
forgot about it.
JD, I want this to be a 6 hour stream. 6 hour stream, JD.
A one man alone come here and I want to do 24-hour stream, and it's not working. After that, my show would be dead. My algorithm would be dead. FIFA don't know. Sad. Oh no, man, FIFA is the biggest thing. What you talking about, Damien, man? One man's playing FIFA, man, and enjoy themselves, man. So Leeds, Wolves. Who you going for in that one? Africans and Jason.
Leeds Wolves. Why? I'll go for a draw.
I have all the faith in my team to not come through. So, so say can you see as Team USA leads over the Wolves, Marsh and company get it done. That is who I have. I don't I'm very pessimistic on this team. So if they win, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But I'm very pessimistic on my team this year. It's just very.
You know what? You know what? I said draw, but now that I'm thinking about it, Leeds home stadium is a mad place, and the first game of the season still in the Prem. I think that might
Yeah.
pull them over the line. So maybe like a 1-0 victory.
Mhm. I think Leeds starts hot and then cools down drastically as the season goes on.
Yeah, see if USA team can do something.
They feel like a team that's going to try to play and get ready, and then post World Cup they have nothing. And that's also the other thing. There are players who are playing for their World Cup spots. There are also players who are playing for their transfers. This December winter transfer window this year is going to be interesting
Crazy. Yeah.
because You have World Cup performance. You have lead up to the World
Oh
Cup.
my days.
I think it's going to be good. Good.
We
Right?
should have left out the Chelsea out of it, you know. So at least Arsenal. No, we should have left out the Tottenham out of it, so Arsenal and Chelsea could have focused on the points. You see, Jason, because now you found a way out to let them rob Arsenal. And
Oh,
get,
so
get
you're going to just automatically assume all the people that put Tottenham would have done Arsenal? Go on, man.
No, I'm just asking.
No, you never ask. You say we should have. You never ask.
Yes, I'm very sorry.
6-hour stream. Let's go.
Hold on. I am no longer seeing the results of the poll. Did you take it away? Where did it go?
No, I
it's
didn't
still
do
there, it's still
anything.
there.
It's there. The poll is still there.
So far, I have 40 votes and 43% saying Arsenal, 35% saying Chelsea, and 22% saying Spurs.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I was trying to say in Africans. I don't know. But anyways,
It's
all
like
right.
them-
So
I understand.
AFC Bournemouth versus Villa. You think this is a walk in the park for Villa? I think Villa will draw this one. You know.
First game of the season, promoted team is always tough for the
Yes,
away
I think
team.
Villa will draw this one.
Yeah,
I think he's
So-
gonna draw 1-1.
that's a fair. If not, Coutinho goes mad and it's 2-1.
Yeah, I think the quality gets them over the line. 2-1 Aston Villa.
2-1 Aston Villa. All right. So Newcastle, the Money Castle versus Norwich City.
Nottingham.
No, Nottingham. Sorry, Nottingham. Forest. You think Forest has a chance here, or you think the Money City will just take it?
JD, oil companies and tycoons, they burn down forests just so they can build their new castles. So I think that says it all.
Yeah, I think Newcastle will win it as well. I'll go 3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle. All right, you're giving out scores. All right. Leon Bailey shows out this game. Okay. Leon Bailey 3-1 Villa win. All right, we will be reporting on that as well. So look out for that. Everton, Chelsea. Ooh, big game on the night. Or no one consider this as a big game. You think
If
Chelsea
there were
will
two managers, it'd be a good game, but there's one. So yeah, Chelsea has a manager. Everton.
Oh, you
has
guys
a man.
disrespecting Lampard, so. Oh, you guys disrespecting Lampard like this. Remember
Because
Lampard?
we watch the football games that he manages.
Okay, all right.
At
Because
least that's
remember,
why I am. I don't know why other people are, but I am dissing him based on what I see him do.
remember Lampard, yeah. When Chelsea never had any players or anything, Lampard was there helping the club, you know, and he did miracle with them at that time. So we have to give them some respect.
Chelsea didn't have any players.
Yeah, Chelsea didn't have any players, and they couldn't buy any extra players. They were running out of luck.
They had all the people that they had from ever since. What are you talking about?
No, what I'm talking about. You want me to go back and check?
No, I know the season you're talking about. When all of them were with him in the championship, and then they got loaned back, and he had all of them. But all of those guys are still there.
When Lampard just came in, Lampard had to set things up when he just came in. He had it tough, man. He had it tough against when he just came in at Chelsea. And he got them into the Champions League, right? So he did a good job. So why you guys acting? I'm just asking, why are we acting like he can't do anything? But he did think no. Remember, no. You're not going to. Oh, you think Mount and Abrams them got into play? Come on, Jason. It's like you want to play down Lampard. You know. Remember good, man. Remember good that season when Lampard just took over and Chelsea couldn't buy anyone. Remember, man. They had a bunch of young players playing with. Jason, you don't remember that?
Yeah, but JD, I'm saying those young players. You act like they're not good players.
Mount was nobody. Mount was no big baller. And no, it's Lampard put Mount out here.
Okay, but would you say that? Do you think Mount is a big baller now? Do you think he's a very good baller now?
I think he's an established baller now. But before we were putting out
Lampard, whether Lampard was his coach or not, he would have been a good baller.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
giving Lampard that credit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not.
All right.
I've seen other managers come in and they've made him even better.
Because at one point I saw Mount playing over even Pulisic at that time, and Pulisic, when Pulisic came and Pulisic did a good job.
And where you see
Lampard still
Tuchel
favored
doing
him.
with them now? Where you see Tuchel still playing Mount over him? Still.
Yeah, but at that time I saw Pulisic playing better, but he chose and kept Mount on the field. So all I'm just saying is the guy actually did some good. You have to just give him some credit. He saw the eye for the talent.
Mount is Lampard's like project, you know. Remember they were at the championship together before Chelsea, you know.
Yes. So you're acting like the man never brought the guy up and you're not giving him any respect.
But the whole thing about Pulisic playing better, but him still playing Mount, that's a bias.
This brother ate everybody Chelsea, you know.
Nah, brother. Look, I rate Raheem Sterling. I rate Reece James. I can rate players if they're from Chelsea, from City, from anywhere. I'm telling you, I don't rate Lampard.
All right. All right, then it's okay. I always thought Arsenal was named after Arsene Wenger. No. Arsene Wenger is a top done. The best coach Arsenal ever see. And maybe one of the best coaches ever came into the Premier League period.
Mhm.
You too, man. Yeah, man. I'm just a joker, man. I respect the challenges, but I'm telling him that Lampard did well that season and should be respected as a coach. Because I never rated him. I disrespected him every day, like how Jason talk every single day. But when I saw him did it in the end, I'm saying, oh, we have to give him some respect, man, because the guy got back over the line when no one expected. Remember, they couldn't buy no one. And City running rampant, Chelsea, Liverpool doing their thing and everything. So we have to consider that the guy should get some credit. That's all I'm saying. Give him some credit. And what he did for Everton last season, I know Jason would say Everton would have actually got up because it's the fans. It's the fans made them stayed up. It's the fans, you know. So Jason pass the man we're in the room and talk to the players, them, you know, and tell me, say, the fans. Yo, when you narrate somebody, you mute yourself, bossy. You mute yourself.
No, what I'm gonna say is like, all right, leading up that whole relegation fight, right? Gonna remember when the man literally going at the thing and say that team that's out there, that's not my team. I don't know what that team is. Now, how can you as a manager? How can you as a manager say that? Because the team now win is not your team. So it's only when them play good is your team.
Okay.
Play bad is not your team.
All right. Yeah, good point then. Good point.
Look, look, he did a good job with that Chelsea that season. Like you can't take that from him, right? But I'm gonna base more of my judgment off of more recent things. What I've seen recently doesn't look good. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. That's fair. All right. So Lampard should get dust out by Chelsea. Think it's going to be a tougher game than what we out here saying, and I think he's going to prove a point. So at least we are going to give Lampard some credit the first week. I expect that by Sunday we will be here giving Lampard a little credit. I don't expect Jason to change. He's going to tell me that it's the first game and hiccups and all sort of things. I know that. I can foresee this weekly battle coming.
I can tell you from now, if they get a positive result on the weekend, it will be more on the fact that Chelsea is not ready coming into this season than anything Everton do.
The game don't even play yet, and I told you I know what he's going to say. All right. Manchester United, Brighton. For around 4 seasons now, you know. Around 4 seasons now, this fixture has been one of the best fixtures in the Premier League, you know. Manchester United, Brighton, you know. And believe me, it's not because of Manchester United, it's because of Brighton. Yes. This should be a must not missed match. Don't miss this match, believe me. All right, so what say you on that one, Jason? Because there's 2 more and then we'll finish.
Man U Brighton. I think Ten Hag gets the new manager bounce in the first home game. I think they pull it out. I am a little worried for them injury wise because I heard that Martial is out, and I know that he's upset with Ronaldo for leaving early in the last game. So I'm trying to see who they're gonna play. But I still think with the additions and with the style of play, I think they get a result in the first game at Old Trafford. I think the fans will be up for it with it being the first game. They can't really boo them yet because they haven't done anything wrong yet. So I think it'll be good vibes and they'll probably get the win. I'd say probably a 2-1 victory.
Mm.
All right. 2-1. Africans, what say you? Africans
I'll
rubbing his arm.
No, this is always a fun one because my co-host on my podcast is a big Man U fan, so like we always go back and forth with these. So I will enjoy either a battering from him or I will just look at him and smile. But I think this game has always been competitive. I think it ends in a draw. I think a 2-2 draw is where it's at. I think one player that we haven't talked about who could have a good season after he adjusted is Jadon Sancho. I think Sancho could be that player for assists that look can sneakily come in and finish top three, top five in that ranking for what he's able to create. Now, if they can finish, that's up to his team. But I think a 2-2 draw in this game is definitely going to be it. A battle of who can pin who's ever fullbacks back. But I think a good season from Sancho is coming for United. I think he's one of the good players to look out for. But I think Brighton are able to get the draw here against Man U.
All right, and I'm going with a 1-1 draw as well. I think Brighton will play very well. And they're going to push Tenag, and we're going to see some good tactics from Tenag in this game. But I still believe that Brighton will score because the curse has not been lifted from the Manchester United camp as yet. It's going to take a while, but Tenag will get over it. But this is not the game that he gets over it. Then we have Leicester City, Brentford.
Um, I'm gonna go with the upset on this one. Going to go with the upset. I think Brentford goes there and gets a positive 3 points. I'll go for 1-0.
I'm going 1-0 for Leicester, where Tielemans reminds everyone he's still a quality player. Also, if anyone wants to come get me, please come get me. I'll leave it at that. So I think Tielemans gets the goal and Leicester gets the result.
All right. I think Brentford win it. A penalty.
Of course. How else do they
Ivan
win?
Ivan Penaldo Tony.
Yes, Ivan
Yeah.
penalty Tony. Yes. And then the final one of the day, West Ham versus Manchester City. Now City have a big human being, like oh we have a big human being in West Ham. Let me see if it's gonna be different. So let me hear it now. What say Jason now? Because Jason look like him have something different to say now from what I expect him.
No, well, look, I think West Ham, obviously the fans will be up for this. There's usually a good atmosphere there. I know they felt like they had them on the ropes last year in that game when they hosted Man City. Um, so look, I could see this one playing out very similarly, but I think this time, I think Manchester City takes this one in the first game. I can see it being high scoring though, so I'll go for a 3-2.
3-2 Manchester City. All right.
Mhm.
Africans, you smelling an upset on the first day? Because if City lose this, they lose the title, you know. Because one of my friends text me, he said Liverpool not losing one game. Not one game. So I said, so
But,
if
but,
City lose this, City lose the title.
but before I get to the prediction, I think the story for West Ham is going to be: did they adequately give this team depth? Because they clearly ran out of steam right around about the 25 game mark. You could see it, especially with their other aspects. So the season starting, they'll be fresh. I think Mikel Antonio just runs into Holland just for the sake of it, just for a picture. He's gone. He's taken Virgil. He's taken VVD shoulder to shoulder just because he's going to do it to Holland just to remind him. But I think right now, City is a better team. West Ham definitely has a style to counter and go. I see Foden with a brace, and I see them taking it 2-0.
2-0. No one wants to hear my prediction on this one, so I will just leave it alone.
Haaland with 12. Haaland scores 12. Okay, yes. De Bruyne also just walks into 6
No, 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 no,
45
no.
nil. Okay, I got you.
I think this is going to be a very good start for Manchester City. Maybe they are not going to be the free flowing football, but I truly believe that they're going to put out some good showing.
JD,
You're going to
JD,
see KDB.
I got your prediction wrong. I'm sorry. Richarlison scores in this game somehow playing
No,
for Man
Richarlison
City,
can't score in this one.
and somehow his rating goes higher, and then they
I
win.
am
Man
I
City
am
still win.
telling you, I just have a strong feeling Richarlison will do something in this game, and you guys are gonna kick off the series for the entire tournament. Watching Richarlison, just watch, just
Boy, if
watch.
Richarlison scores, we're not going to hear the end of it, JD.
JD, why are you so biased? Laugh out loud. I just said West Ham will give me City all sort of trouble. I never made any predictions. So how come me being the bias? Yeah, you know what? Let me done. Let me done. I'm done. I'm not going to even. I'm not making any prediction. Let me just go to the Arsenal poll and see how it looks now. All right, because the
I'm a
last time
kid.
I saw Arsenal
Man, them
losing,
hide it. Man, them hide it from him. Can't see it.
so Arsenal losing. Arsenal winning. Arsenal 40%. To Chelsea 33 and Tottenham um, 26. So
So
that
that
simply
means
means
Arsenal. That means them
just
voting
putting
them to
Arsenal.
go fifth. Yeah.
Yes. So Arsenal will be going in the fifth position. All right. I know it might not sound good for the Dan, but I saw it go sometime. Watch Brian Burke. He never comment. Long Brian Burke no comment. He mean I'm feeling. Brian Burke is Arsenal won the poll. All right. So that means they have to go fifth. All right. Yes. That's it. But I'm telling you, man. Oh, let me put this here. What a poll. We're going to save this poll in, Jason.
Yeah, man. Save it,
So,
man.
so yeah. So that simply means, when we return back, oh my days. If Arsenal ever comes second, we better we better run away from YouTube. Save the tier list. Yes, we are going to save it. All right, so we save the list. So, guys, that is our listing from now. Bournemouth on 20th, Fulham 19th, Everton 18th, Nottingham Forest 17, Leeds 16, Wolves 15, Brentford 14, Southampton 13, Leicester City 12, Brighton 11, Aston Villa 10th, which I don't agree with, but we have to go third. Newcastle 9th, Crystal Palace 8th, which I think they're going to get relegated. West Ham 7th, Manchester United 6th, Arsenal 5th, um, Chelsea 4th, Tottenham 3rd, and Manchester City and Liverpool will flip it around, or any way you want to put it. But at this point, the people have said City will win it. It's not me said it. It's people have said it. And then Liverpool will come second. That's according to the people. All right. Yes, man. So thanks everyone for being here. All right, so we're gonna make Jason say his piece because we have to leave it for Sunday. Richarlison take Crystal Palace take. I have all the take. Aston Harry Kane take. Holland take. All right, no worry yourself, man. Jason, next week you're gonna get a few takes. No worry yourself because I know I'm gonna be right. All right. So Jason, give the people my final wording at least for now.
Yeah, so just very excited about the kickoff tomorrow. Of course, I don't hide my affiliation and what club I support, but I am always reasonable at the same time. So look, I think that Arsenal will crack the top four. I'm gonna stand by that. I think that either Chelsea or Tottenham will be on the outside looking in at the end. But we shall see. We shall see. As far as the relegation goes, we had most of the things the same. I would only first, I know Fulham is the yo-yo club, but I just feel like they get lucky this year somehow and they stay up. and I would put Nottingham Forest in the relegation with Bournemouth and Everton. Um, I will keep saying Everton will go down. We'll see what they do this weekend against Chelsea, and we can revisit my takes on Frank Lampard. And yeah, I saw one comment down below that I wanted to answer. They said, ask
Oh,
Jason, ask no, it's nothing bad. Ask Jason if he would
okay.
accept Arsenal fifth while winning the Europa League. Um, I
Yeah.
would. I think that's the only way that I would maybe accept coming fifth if we did win the Europa League, because at the end of the day, it's all about getting back in the Champions League. That's the way that you attract the best players. We were able to get some very, very good players this season without Champions League. I would think that the way the Cronkies are spending now, if we can crack the Champions League, there's no end to the amount of players or the amount of money that they might be willing to spend. So I'm just interested to see if we can get back to the Champions League with how the owners are not caring about net spend at the current moment, how much more improvement we can actually do and try to get closer to the top.
Indeed,
Okay,
indeed.
so Brent fighting with Arsenal fan. Africans. Finish up so we can finish up.
And now I will go into my 30-page essay on why Crystal Palace will finish top two. No, that guys, don't take that seriously.
You guys,
But
you guys plan for me today. No, I can tell you the panel plan for me, the chat plan for me. Oh my days.
all 50 of us, yes, we did. No, I think again, excited for the season. I think there's a lot that goes in. Though teams know who they are, for some reason, I'm looking at this list and Brentford to me looks like a team that could underperform. Yes, they have a Tony who can get those results, but Brentford is my low-key team that wouldn't surprise me if they find themselves fighting for that relegation life at the end. So I think they are a team. I think losing Ericsson is going to hurt them more than they realize with him moving off. I think he did a lot for them in the squad, but overall, I'm excited to see what happens. How the World Cup affects how players attack this first half of the season, I think is really going to make it interesting. And I think we could even see a very different Premier League once we get to the second half with players moving, whether into the league, players out of the league. There are leagues that are looking to get players looking to get in. One player that we thought would get in, just to use wave the Canada flag, where Jonathan David ends up is very intriguing. If he ends up in the Prem, whichever team, depending on what his form is, that is very intriguing. But I think a lot of these teams and players are aiming for that World Cup spot, or their managers are going to run them because they feel they're looking for something, or we can rest them for November till December because they're not going to the World Cup anyway. So how they manage these squads is going to be very fascinating to me. But I don't agree with all the lists, but I'm very interested. But my one takeaway here is Brentford is a team that I feel could underperform, and Wolves, guys, just stay up, please. Just top 12. I just need top 12 from you. Thank you.
All right, all right. So, guys, thanks yet again for a very good one. As I said, I don't have to explain anything more, because this video explained what I am thinking, But so don't worry yourself. At the end of the season, believe me, man. All right, a lot of you guys disrespected me today. All right, you guys are gonna respect me. So thanks yet again, Jason, Africans, and everyone that check out this video. I'm sure that it's going to be very much nice again Sunday yet again. So make sure we're gonna always make it start 11 o'clock. So at least
Mhm.
all of the games are finished, and we'll just drop over 2 hours and then finish. We're gonna try and make sure it stops at 2 hours. That's it, and
Mhm.
then we have to just patch in the next one for the next one. All right. So thanks yet again, guys. Please do hit the like button, share, and also subscribe. See you in the next one.
Mhm.
Peace out.